talk.
Hmm.
But yeah, that's I like Sophie's art. I just hope that she didn't go full massaggio.
Yeah. Or she didn't go full misandrist, full woke, for whatever you want to
Ooh.
call it.
That's why I call it massaggio. She
Yeah.
not Visaggio, Massaggio.
Yeah. As in
Cause she's
misandrist plus that name.
mm-hmm.
A nice little portmanteau there.
Mm-hmm. Can I do it or can I do it? Speaking of literacy, I can fucking weave together words, can I?
Oh yeah.
Let's see, Trooper hasn't messaged me back, but you know what? We'll just do it without him. Or he'll just make a
Uh,
guest appearance.
there's a horror comic I read called Tifa way
Mm-hmm.
earlier this year.
Nice.
On a one of High Seas websites, if you know what I'm saying.
Nice.
Yeah,
It was quite a unique experience reading that comic. I don't think the mainstream could ever publish a book like that. I don't think Image can even publish a book like that. That was published by Antarctic Press.
Hey, Eloise.
Mm.
Hey,
Welcome.
how is everybody?
Okay. We started the stream already, as you can see.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah, Tifa was about a bunch of little middle schoolers. This is a horror story about middle schoolers, and no,
Mm-hmm.
it's not aimed at middle schoolers. If you know what
Right.
I'm saying, there's lots of gore in this. Middle
I
schoolers
get you.
being mutilated. So keep that in mind. Keep in mind.
I
Uh,
get you.
okay, we got a bunch of kids did some ritual magic spell. They found the spell book, did a spell. It winds up summoning a demon in the woods, and a little girl got captured, and she merged with the demon, and she's now in control of the demon. And then we got to school, and she decides to use her powers to eat her fellow classmates, and
Oh. Ooh,
and then
Gotcha.
man.
she shapeshifts as
Sorry.
teeth monster with giant sharp teeth, and she eats goes on eating
Must be a
people,
lot of bullshit pollen in your neck of the woods.
and she
Yeah, I need to
Yeah.
dust. So
yeah, so she eats people, and then she makes jokes like Freddy Krueger or something,
Mm.
and kills people in gory ways.
Uh,
so
She
wait,
makes
she's possessed by a demon and she acts like Chucky or something.
yeah.
yeah, like
It
Chucky
was.
or something. Chucky, but
Uh,
here's the thing: the girl's actually in control of the demon for the most part,
So
and she
then
wants revenge. She wants
she
revenge.
possess. So she possesses no impulse control.
No, she possesses the demon actually. It controls the demon, and
I
she
know,
reason
but
why
like,
the
but
reason why
but
the reason why she kills people, kills people because she wants revenge in them. So
but is it really that she wants revenge, or is it because like because she's in control of the demon,
something
it messes like with her mind a bit, like.
kind of sort of. It's not really explained, but kind of sort of.
yeah.
As you do.
But she just. But she just she's actually like enjoying this being evil. She's actually enjoying being evil and killing people. And she acts like a little kid. So like a little girl acts like a little girl most of the time, even when she's killing people. And she actually enjoys being evil and killing people.
Right,
Yeah.
right, right.
So it's kind of like
That's a
elemental evil there.
Not really,
I, I, I
not really. Well, I can tell she was evil before the demon. She's kind of more revenge and like, on the kids, and she want to kill the boy who summoned the demon in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
And she, and and I think one point she kisses the boy and bites his face off at one point. Like,
dude, I'm just picturing that, like the entire face being pulled off. Like
I'm getting
I
this.
could,
I'm getting flashbacks
I
to this
could.
one anime. Go ahead, Eloise.
No, I'm just imagining like the skin stretching away from the face, and then the blood bursting from it, and like muscles peeling off and everything.
At least it wasn't no giant fatty dominatrix that fucking sucked the face off, and then use it as a nipple piercing.
what was that from?
I forgot the name, but it was fucking ridiculous. I'll tell you that right now.
Was
And
it a
then
comic? Like,
no, it was an anime. It was almost like a Sentai anime, like a
Mm.
battle armor anime,
uh,
and it was reviewed by Bennett the Sage from that channel Awesome,
I
formerly
Uh,
channel
heard
Awesome.
that guy. I heard that guy. I
Yeah,
think I
he
seen one of his
it's
videos.
one. It was one of his older videos, and I was like, "What the fuck? Who made this fucking anime?"
probably somebody on narcotics or something.
Most likely, but still, like, damn, like the brutality that this normal human boy goes through. She not only did she
Was it Dead Man Wonderland by chance?
No,
no
Dead Man Wonderland was the one who had people had blood control powers, and they was in a death
no
game.
no 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 no. Not only did she fucking suck his face off and use his face as a nipple piercing, she also gobbled his ass up and he slowly digested in her belly. And like after the hero kills the thing, he is still alive and half boned. And one of the characters, mind you, he's watching the dub version of this, right? And she's like, she's just holding the dude. The dude is damn near death, and she says, Your fighting spirit kept you alive." I'm like, what the fuck?
that's some bullshit right there.
I think the whatchamacallit person was probably going insane when they said that.
Yeah,
Probably.
dude was in the heavy days. It's like he just still had eyeballs and skull face and everything. He just groaning. And not only that, he lost his girlfriend too. The
I
monster
really,
killed his
I
girlfriend.
really want to
The
know
monster
what.
literally grabbed his girlfriend and and squeezed her to the point where she freaking vomited up blood. Like 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 freaking, you know how the scene in Return of the Far, right? Where he grabs Aladdin and you think he's gonna squeeze Aladdin like a balloon, right? But
Yeah.
it turns out it's the genie, like that. But she just basically just puked up the blood and she just dies.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I'll tell you one thing though: don't ever watch Geno Cyber.
Yeah.
I've heard of Gene Cyber.
hmm if you value your lunch that you ate that day, don't watch Geno Cyber.
I
Let me
heard
guess. Some
also.
gross shit, huh?
mm,
I
mm,
might, you know what? I might make that an anime spotlight just to see how well you guys how well you guys take to it. I still love Schooner's reaction to Deadly's just day before yesterday.
Oh yeah, that was pretty funny.
Like he still enjoyed it, but like he's never gonna like. I love it how he says he's never gonna watch it again. Like good for you, dude. Good for you. It's one of those. It is one of those anime movies that you gotta watch once, or you watch every other year just to
Yeah.
refresh your memory.
Yeah. It's definitely one of the weirder things I've seen within the last couple of years
Oh,
or so.
dude, dude, nah, dude, you ain't got your dick wet yet.
Yeah.
If you think Deadlies was the only weirdest thing that you ever experienced anime wise, you ain't got your dick wet yet.
Yo,
Oh, I think it gets even worse than that.
No. I'm saying you have not explored the
yo,
world
yo.
of anime. What you say,
Never,
Eloise?
never watch Boku no Pico. Never.
Oh no! I've heard about that. It's hentai.
Well, you know that video, the one where the guy's like, he's talking about Boku no Pico, and then he's like, it's like watching Satan's porn stash.
Yikes.
It's hentai. The only hentai besides Bio Black most people know because of how shocking it is because it's a gay shoulder hentai.
With
Yeah,
Futanari.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like
I'm not uh,
back in the early 2000s, like anime fans would like do a hazing ritual where like they would force each other to like watch that.
yeah.
That just sounds funny, actually.
It would be like
That's
kind of like whatchamacallit. It was, you know, when you whatchamacallit. I forgot what it was called, that song. Like rolling something. Damn.
Rolling what?
Mm.
There was a song that people would like link to, and then it was a song that you would post a hyperlink, right? And
Mm,
someone would accidentally click it, and then a song would start playing.
mm-hmm.
You know that song? It's like I'm never gonna give you up.
Oh, Rickroll.
Yeah, Rickroll. Like anime fans had their own version of Rickrolling. What they would do is they would hyperlink the opening song to like Boku no Pico, and that's what would that was the equivalent of Rickrolling in the anime community, like in the early 2000s.
Nice.
I was like I said, I was just born, so. But he was like, cause I never watched Boku no Pico. I never will because I'm not gay, and I don't.
You don't have to be gay to watch it.
It was like it was torture. Like you
Why
just
is there a
watch.
prerequisite to watch shit nowadays? Aside
Well,
from age difference.
no, because hey, you had to be gay in order to watch that and all jack off to it.
No.
No,
I
that's
don't need
just
to be
Oh, really?
watch it
I
because
don't
it
even
was.
need to be gay to watch The Sins of Darkness, and even then it's about two gay dudes.
That was a hentai.
I don't give
But
a fuck it's a hentai. It's a like I don't need to be gay to watch something gay. That is not my prerequisite.
nobody would watch it as a hentai though. Everybody
I
would just do
mean
it
I
there.
mean, Eloise, is you black?
No.
Then you can't watch Afro Samurai because you're not black.
You know, Japanese people made that.
Exactly.
Oh, have you guys heard about that girl on there was this girl who was getting you know the TikTok
Uh-huh.
girl who was dressed as like Asuka from like Neon Evangelion, but like there were a bunch of people who were
Asuka.
Yeah,
yeah,
Asuka. Mhm.
yeah, there were a bunch of people who chased her off TikTok because apparently they were calling her a person who was cultural appropriating or whatever.
They accused her of cultural appropriation. In other words,
Uh,
that is
Asuka is
ridiculous.
Japanese and German.
but she was black, so
Acco- hang on, according to the re-release,
yeah.
Yeah.
because originally she was Asuka Langley Saryu. Wait, no. Let me fucking shit.
Langley
How the fuck?
Soryu.
No.
Doubt that.
Damn it. Let me
Or
see.
was it the same name in like the original?
No. Her last name changed over time. That's what I'm saying. Let me see, because there's two different versions of her name.
No, but like the girl got chased off TikTok, but then some people were saying she kind of got what she deserved because she was accusing somebody else of cultural appropriating too.
Uh-huh.
Fell on her own sword.
You live by the sword, you die by the sword, as they say.
She kind of deserve it. Well, I ain't got no sympathy for her anyways.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not sure if it's true, but that's what people were saying. Like,
Right,
I
right, right.
I only know about it because like the anime man made a video about it, like on
Yeah,
his second channel, I think.
Hmm.
I don't really care about that.
Hang on.
But
So she had two names. Now, yeah, her original is Asuka Langley Soryu, and the other one is Asuka Shikanami Langley. That's rebuilt though.
Do people who watched the original consider rebuild canon or?
No. Though I will say this. Rebuild is a bit more abridged and more coherent than the original. And it diverts heavily from the original. Put it like this. Rebuild Shinji is way better than original Shinji.
Mm-hmm.
And that's saying something. And the only reason why I say that is because Original Shinji is original for a mech series for a mech protagonist, right?
Right.
Rebuild Shinji, on the other hand, he starts off as original Shinji, but like in the later two films, he becomes a complete mech anime protagonist,
Ooh.
and that's saying so. I was like, oh wow, they turned him into an anime protagonist for once. Cool, okay. There's even a movie where they prevent him from using the fucking Ava, and he's just so gung ho about you getting the Ava.
So they basically took away
Don't
what.
get in, don't get in the robot Shinji. And it also introduced Kaoru late.
Wait, who was the girl with the glasses? Like
Which one? There's a lot of them.
the girl with the glasses in the rebuild? Like she had
Oh,
long.
that's Ray. Oh no, that's Mari. Mari's new. Mari's new. She's an author pet though.
A creator's pet, huh?
I
Yeah,
was. I heard that a bunch of people like hated her because she
that's
was
the
so.
reason why. Because she's a creator's pet.
Yeah.
I mean, I liked her all the same, but like, yeah, one, so like, Asuka gets out of commission for using Ava Unit 3, and she ends up piloting Ava Unit 3, and somehow knows how to use Ava's beast mode.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's in the second film. And then she turns out then she's basically filling the role as Kanji. She becomes she's a double agent for Sele, I believe. I'm not sure who they were fighting in the third rebuild movie, but it just becomes straight up Power Rangers at that point
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
she has a new Ava and I think all three of them try to fight her and three other new Avas. It gets ridiculous, but yeah. I mean, as far as ridiculous, how ridiculous it gets, they can turn their whole fucking fleet into a flying fleet.
That is nuts.
Yeah, just by using gravity fields. I think that they used the AT fields as a gravity projection because second impact did happen in the second movie.
Right.
Just different. It just happens differently than it does in the series proper.
Right.
And they're basically crossing the red was essentially the red ocean that's everywhere. Like half of humanity's like wiped out,
Mm-hmm.
and angels are like everywhere now. Yeah, it gets wild later on the rebuild,
Yeah.
and I think they finally closed it out with the fourth one,
Mm.
but I haven't seen the fourth one yet.
Mm.
I mean, like I said, I like Mari, but yeah, I realized that she was a creator's pet, like from a mile away.
Mm.
And Fizz wants us off this topic because he ain't talking about mechas because he don't like mechas. I'm teasing you, dude.
Not really that. So I don't even know what we're talking about. Nor that I kind of care to because, like I said, mm.
Yeah.
By the way, do you think? I'm asking all of you on panel. Do you think the magical girl genre is a wasted genre?
I wouldn't know because I don't really follow too much Magic Girl stuff. So
Depends
I,
on the
I,
plot.
Let's ask the feminine aspect on this one.
I'll admit, I've only like the only magical girl show I watched was Madoka Magica, and that's pretty much it.
Okay,
yeah.
let's listen to the guy who actually seen a lot of magical girls.
Mm-hmm.
So my cup of tea is Utena, Revolutionary Girl Utena.
Mm.
I did see Madoka Magica, both the movie and the series. Cardcaptor Sakura, but the 4Kids version. Still trying to watch the original. Slow to get through.
Mm,
There's also, of course, the original Sailor Moon.
mm,
Mm-hmm.
mm.
What else did I see? Oh yeah, a fucking what was that shit called? Magical Do No Remi, I think it's called.
Hmm.
It was on Fox Kids for a while. That was cute.
Mm.
Oh.
Those little preschool girls learn to be witches. Oh, and I also did watch my. They're technically not magical girls. It's Little Witch Academia.
Yeah.
Um. Okay, I knew the High Guardian Spice, that cartoon that just came out on Crunchyroll, with stolen money. That's a rip off of Little Witch Academia with Stevie Universe
Hmm.
Reptile
Yeah.
and
I
terrible
re-
voice acting.
like I remember when that whole thing like was revealed and everybody
I
was
know. I remember that trailer too. I think I did a video on that a long time ago.
Yeah, I think Dan Fan did a video on it some time ago as well.
everybody was so mad at Crunchyroll and everybody like I was
Like,
like
did we really expect it to be anything other than a dumpster fire, though?
Magical Do Remi. That was
no, I'm just upset that they tried animating something when the real goal, like the stated goal of Crunchyroll was that they were, you know, the whole point of everybody getting on that whole thing of like getting their anime legally is because it was going directly to like the animators or something.
Yeah, the Japanese studios.
oh, I forgot another one. Tokyo Mew Mew, or Mew Mew Power in America.
Yeah, I heard of Tokyo Mew Mew. I've never watched it though. But the reason why I say that is the way I'm wasted genre is that um okay, let me put it to this, and let me put it this
I de-
allegory.
I wouldn't
Imagine
say it's wasted. It serves its
uh,
purpose.
imagine if every single superhero created was an alien from another planet who can fly and who has super strength and fights against evil rich guys.
Is that what
Yeah.
you from?
So basically, evil socialists or something?
No, I said imagine if
No, no,
every
no. He's
superhero
saying
comic.
that every magical girl follows the exact same format.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, because imagine if every superhero comic in America was about an alien from another planet with super
Dude,
strength
just don't watch it.
who fights
Yeah.
like
Wait, what's different though? Like,
Tokyo Mew Mew is
very
different. Well,
I know how
technically,
yeah.
he's not wrong. There is some truth to what Fizz is saying. Like a lot of times, the magical girls are fighting either aliens or mutants.
And not only that, they're interchangeable.
but can't the same thing be argued about like Sentai, like that they the like shows like the Power Rangers or stuff like that, like they
Yep.
fight creatures from another world and they're
Yeah.
I call it by the real one, Tokusatsu.
I can't
Tokusatsu.
pronounce it, that's why I'm saying Power Rangers
Yeah.
Mm,
or whatever.
Tokusatsu Sentai.
Well, that's the
yeah,
thing. Like, tokusatsu encompasses a lot of different things. You know,
I know.
including the Sentai stuff. You got your monsters like Godzilla and all that.
Car Ranger, Old Ranger, Go Onger.
Mm, mm. No, yeah, because if let me read. Yeah, yeah, because if you don't notice every single Magic Girl anime has essentially the same characters, different names. We have
Hmm.
always same. Okay, the villains they fight is always the same
What
two
are
other
we
way.
called? Tropes or something? Or
It's not.
archetypes?
That's not even the trouble. They use the same one archetype in every show, which is
I mean,
for everything.
said
It's
about
a
like Conan.
formula that works.
Because look, you
Hmm.
there's so many things you can do for magical girl concept that's just unexplored, that's left on the
Let
table.
me point to you towards Revolutionary Girl Utena.
hmm Okay, I
Because
will.
Utena is about duel. If anything, it's about dueling, and not talking about card dueling. I'm talking about sword fight dueling.
Sword fighting.
Yeah,
Uh,
and it's not just chicks fighting each other with swords. It's chicks fighting with dudes with swords. Dudes fighting with dudes with
mm,
swords, and they're
mm,
fighting to control the Rose Princess or the Rose Queen. Rose Queen.
Hmm.
Sorry,
so
He who
basically,
could.
So basically, a plot version of Queen's Blade.
Not really. It still got a school.
I mean, Utena was the original, right? Like the first one or something.
No, there are lots of others before Sailor Moon.
No, I said Utena.
Listen to
Like
I'm
Utena,
thinking
like
right now.
led to the creation of Sailor Moon or something. I don't remember.
Yeah, there's others before Utena.
True.
The Magic Girl genre technically started back in the
Cutie
'70s.
Honey. Cutie Honey was the
Cutie Honey
first.
is
Yep.
the first. He was the first. Keep in mind, keep in mind, because it's this the
Now
all Magic
mind you,
Girls.
Fizz, there is a mythology behind all this. Just like there's
Uh,
mythology behind Sentai, there's mythology behind, say, seinen genre, the seinen genre.
I mean, archetypes, the structure, story structures, or
There's nothing wrong with having story structure either. There's nothing
Yeah.
wrong with repeating a story structure either.
Not to mention that many stories are made by taking and improving upon certain concepts that already exist. Same for
exactly,
video games.
exactly. But here's the thing: these shows don't. It's like they're just it's just the same
Just
show.
stick to the originals.
Just I don't know, it's just the same show. Look, here's another thing.
and I'll
Okay,
say the
for
same thing about shonen. So like,
no, Sony
Show,
is at least different. You can't really compare Naruto to well, let me get another shonen
Hmm.
to Bleach or One Piece. Like they're at least the
you could
different
compare it to like whatchamacallit,
major differences.
they do still follow a story beat.
A story structure, but they don't follow the thematic structure. There's still major differences all around
Yeah.
from the jump.
Only shonen I know that actually
what was that shonen called?
diverges.
The one where it was made by the creator of Hunter x Hunter, and like Bleach almost didn't get released because it was so similar to it. Hello?
I don't remember the name of it offhand.
Crickets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it in my brain is nobody's available. Please
Hello?
return your call.
Yeah.
I was just
Hello.
about to mention. I was
Hello,
about
the
to
number you
mention
have
Hunter.
dialed is currently unavailable.
Mm.
At the tone, please record your message.
Yeah,
When you are
yeah.
finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
He went overboard, man. Damn.
Mhm.
See that? I had that almost word for word, didn't I?
Mhm. Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because like I said, you can have magic girls fight pretty much anything, but however, because it's just, I think they're lazy. I think they're honestly just who I think is. Because it's just lazy, they instead just recycle the pretty boy. Is he dead or a design, a monster design that has no personality? And they just repeat the same two things over and over again.
Well, they start off with the monster of the week storyline till they get into the serialized storytelling.
And which the pretty boy shows up, and he's the bad guy.
Sometimes.
Sometimes he's the love interest.
Exactly.
Sometimes he's the bad boy and he becomes the love interest.
Exactly.
I mean,
That's what it is.
they switch it up every once in a while.
Like we can have
Look,
magic girls
man.
fight anything.
Look, man. Watch Angelic Lyra and call me in the morning.
Okay.
All I'm gonna say is that everything you're saying, I've heard a lot of people say about shonen. So
There's a lot to be said about anime in general.
But like I said, shows
It's
that at
more
least,
of pick your poison.
Pretty
it's at
much.
least different. Different. It's all this. The
Look,
magic girl shows just the same
motherfucker, y'all
stuff.
can have all that shit. I'm gonna rewatch Dead Leaves.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what y'all kids complain about. In my day, we watched fucking Dead Leaves, fucking Biohunter, Wicked City. See, y'all ain't got your dicks wet yet.
Uh-huh.
Okay. You can get.
I'm
You
just
can
saying.
watch. You can watch
Look,
Kingstar King
look,
and get the same experience.
look. Y'all talking about all this shit, and I'm just sitting here like y'all motherfuckers haven't got y'all dicks wet yet. Y'all
You
still
can
on that.
watch the.
Y'all still
You
on
can
that.
watch the.
Y'all on
You
that
can watch
cookie
the
shit.
American. You can watch the American cartoon called King Star King, get the same experience as that anime movie Dead Leaves.
Uh huh. Your point.
You yeah,
I
you
can
you
watch
seen
Tiny Toon Adventures the same way and still get that same experience too. All I'm saying is y'all still ain't got your dick wet.
Hmm.
mm, they like King Star King? No.
I didn't say that. I didn't ask you that. I said y'all ain't got your dick wet.
Okay.
You say
Okay.
that you
You,
don't know what has happened yet, or something
you
like it.
no, you just haven't seen what I've seen.
Okay.
Something like it.
That's all I'm saying. You were the one who have never seen Vampire D Bloodlust.
Mm, mm,
I still need to watch that.
I'll
Like,
link it to you one of these days, Eloise. It's
mm.
experience,
Okay.
and I'm shifting in my couch because I'm laying down. I'm tired. I've been at work this morning and
Um
shit.
Oh,
um
I hear you, man.
mm,
whoops.
yeah, like
The work
like
that's gonna kick that's purportedly gonna kick my ass out because I refuse to get the vaccine,
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
well
that
you
sucks.
shouldn't
and
say
yet they're
vaccine.
still asking. Wait, what?
You probably shouldn't say vaccine.
Fuck them.
Yeah.
I mean, this
Just,
channel is like,
just say
I don't
mutagen.
know.
Just say
Look,
Basically,
man.
mutagen.
what
I only
it
got.
is.
Just
I'm
say
like,
the experimental drug.
look,
No, just say
man. I only
mutagen.
got two people watching me. Do you think I give a damn about my words right now? This show is almost it's like turning into a Dave Chappelle show where
Life
where
support,
at some point it's gonna
life
be Dave Chappelle
extermination.
talking to at least about 50 people at this point.
Yo, I just can't believe they're excommunicating him. But like, I mean, what am I saying? I mean, it was a given they were gonna do that.
Mm,
Truth be told, I'm glad that he inspired me to not fucking conform.
yeah,
Yeah,
I know.
Dave Chappelle's got some balls on him. That's
Look,
for certain.
I'm I might be at risk of fucking getting stopped before I even get started on whatever it is I want to do in life, but it's at least like my compromise is a lack of, and
Mhm,
my fucking virtues are still intact.
mhm,
Right.
mhm.
You
At
guys,
this,
you guys ever read the book called The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck?
Yeah.
I really want to read it again. Like I listened to like the audiobook of it, but
Mhm.
Um, uh, okay. Like I said, nowadays, because of Madoka Magica, we got a bunch of Magic Girl, quote unquote, deconstruction shows.
oh
I mean,
fuck that.
I think that's going on for like a bunch of things, like getting deconstructed like everywhere.
I
Yeah,
know, but
there's been way too many deconstructions these days.
I
Slow
know,
down, guys. Slow down. Go ahead, Fizz.
but they don't really deconstructions. It's like what they have is that the Magic Girls kill each other, and that's it. What is it like? Is there anything unique? And they always get their powers from the internet somehow.
Yeah,
That's
What show is this?
absurd.
I
every
forgot what it was
show.
called. I forgot what it was called. I saw one. I forgot what one of these deconstruction
Even
shows.
Madoka Magica was like that. Like
Oh
you
no.
separate them from the witch from their witch's heart, or at least their soul, and they just fucking ragdoll.
Uh 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 yeah yeah yeah. I forgot what it was called. The magical. I forgot what it was called.
I don't know why you still on this topic, man. You gotta move on, man. You got
Yeah.
come on, man. You gotta move on, man. You gotta exist in a higher plane of being, man. Open your mind to something else, man. That's my attempt at a hippie talk.
Okay. Really, I'm still be on top of about 5 minutes. But they had
But
the
to
one on the
say, who
internet.
turned to Telemundo?
Okay.
I'm walking outside right now, so that's why.
Yeah, I know, but I didn't think you would walk into Tijuana.
Ah,
Yo,
Shit, you down here like that? Come hit me up then. Shit, I'm like closer to the fucking border at this point.
uh,
All you gotta
um,
do is take a train here. That's all you need to do.
uh,
Shit.
look, and they always do the same thing. The Magic Girls fight each other and they kill each other. And it's gory and
Mm-hmm.
it's like
And they all
King.
have existential crises.
I like how's this? How's this? It's not even really unique anymore. It's what Paul. Once you see Madoka Magica once, there's nothing really can't you do. You could do more of that anyway.
That's why they never made a sequel.
Exactly.
That's why they only made specials and movies from it. That's
I
it.
mean, I didn't like Madoka Magica. I just
But that's the beauty of Geen though. Butcher Geen only makes one series and he doesn't make no sequel to it. Psychopaths 2 was a fucking mistake because Psychopaths was never meant to have a sequel.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever watched
okay.
Paranoia Agent?
I tried.
I've heard of that. I heard they got the little slugger and stuff. Yeah.
I tried.
I want to try watching it, but
I don't think
because I
mystery anime is not always my cup of tea half the time.
Mystery is always my cup of tea. Like I always get sucked into that.
Mhm.
And then you'll feel right at home in Detective Conan or say like Paranoid Agent or didn't Cat call Boogie Pop Phantom a mystery?
I think so. I'm not sure.
Hmm.
You might like Boogie Pop Phantom. That and maybe some arcs of the JoJo series. They got a little they one of the series that I failed to finish before the fourth season came in was kind of like a mystery story for a while until they finally got to the villain of that arc.
Right.
But yeah, if you now that I'm bringing up JoJo battle anime like Fist of the North
Mm.
Star
Boy, Fist of the North
or
Star was fun.
Baki the Grappler
Of course,
and all
most famous battle animes, of course, Dragon Ball. But
yeah.
Hey Wolf, I got something to say. お前はもう死んでいる。
Noni.
Yeah,
You will shot.
that never gets old, man. Am I right or what?
Yep. I'm just too tired to laugh right now.
Yeah, I hear it. Busy day?
Yeah. Well, not really. It was just it dragged too much.
I can see that.
Like try your best to try to attract people to buy coffee when they already got most of them already got coffee from Starbucks.
Oh yeah, I can see that. Being
And the only treat you're selling is freaking pastries.
Mm-hmm.
by the way,
Wait,
Did you go with the coffee? I take it. Oh, crap.
What'd you
wait,
say?
is whatchamacallit, Melissa and Jake, are they like delayed? Because like I'm seeing the comments pop in. Like,
Kinda.
oh, I'm sorry, they had to listen to us go on about Boku.
And me talking about people getting dick sweat and there's only one vagina in the group.
Yeah.
This is what I talk about open topic night, dude. I'm just unleashed right now.
okay,
Yeah.
I dropped IGN after first season.
Yeah.
The anime is hard to get through though. Like it's better to like read the manga. I couldn't. I tried going like watching the anime, but it was like 3D like from the most part.
I know it's
Hey
3D.
Samuel.
Hey, Emily.
I had a problem with 3D. Like I said, I had no problem watching Iron Man Armored Adventures. So I had a problem watching IGN.
I don't know. It's just for anime. I just can't. Watch the 3D. It's
Okay,
difficult.
that's probably gonna be the next two rewatches: Paprika and Perfect Blue.
Uh,
Hmm.
Paprika,
Paprika, fool.
Paprika,
Paprika.
Paprika.
Motherfucker, you trying to be fancy too?
Who me?
Yeah, you.
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes I'm like that.
Negro is Paprika.
Oh.
Say her name. No, I'm kidding.
Okay. Cause IGN
Ajin was weird.
that had similar concept JoJo's Bizarre Adventures with the whole battle ghost thing.
Stance and all that stuff. They were
Oh.
weird.
But the thing
Yeah.
with our genes that there are people who born with this, people who are born with this power who are also immortal. And every time you shoot them, they don't die. Every time you
Well,
kill
you
them, they
gotta
don't
keep
die.
shooting until they die.
Like, every time they die, they grow
That's
themselves back to life
yeah. I'm
immediately
saying
on spot.
yeah. I'm saying like you have to keep shooting them until they run out of that shit. From
Wait,
what I
wait.
saw.
Yeah.
No, that's not how. That's Full Metal Alchemist. I don't think they don't. And it's and with the our genes are
Am I
actually
thinking about the
infinite.
homunculus?
Yeah, yeah, you are because the our gene and our gene actually completely immortal. It's infinite. It's infinite. It's infinite. No
Mm.
matter how many times you shoot them, they don't die. Oh, and no, the only way to kill them is to remove their head from their body, and for them to actually stay dead.
But you said it's infinite. How they gonna stay
No,
dead?
exactly. No, that's the only way. The only keep them stay dead, which is remove their head from their body. At least that's what they say. We never actually see it in the first season, so I don't know.
And there's never been no next season
No,
after the second.
Mm.
yeah, there's only two seasons.
Yeah.
I didn't watch the second season because I didn't like want to continue because I didn't want to continue with now
Okay.
because the story was about the main character being the Ajin and then having to be on the run for the Japanese government who wants to kidnap him so they can put him in a torture facility so they can experiment on him forever. Um,
You know what anime that never got a third season either?
What's that?
Fucking Knights of Sidonia.
Hmm.
And I was feeling that shit.
yeah. Reason why I'm explaining this to you is because I will explain why I dropped it. The main antagonist of the show's name is an IG named Sato,
Mm-hmm.
who that's not his real name. That's actually he's actually not even from Japan. He's actually from
Mm-hmm.
America, but he took his Japanese name. Um, uh, but he's an old guy
I know
old
who you
guy.
talking about.
Yeah, oh yeah, exactly. And he blows up. Now here's the thing. One thing that got me. He caused 9/11 to happen in Japan.
Yep.
Essentially,
Yeah.
he knocks down a building onto another building.
Yep.
Intentionally, he kill hundreds of people.
Mm-hmm.
Then goes a mass shooting against the. Okay,
He
we
went
had dropped
Matrix on
out.
their asses.
I know. Then after he killed all of them, he got out and nobody cared. Nobody gave a damn at
Her
all.
battery died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hate.
Did
Don't
you
you
guys?
hate when that happens? Yep.
Yeah. And nobody cared. And like not like nobody gave a damn. And once you get something like that and nobody cared, then I just dip out. Like no, when something like that happened, nobody cared.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, you need to
Anytime.
check out Yu Yu Hakusho, dude.
Mm, bec- yeah,
Samuel's talking about it, but you need
yeah.
to check it out.
Because okay, I will. But how
The
can
only
something
reason
like
why the only reason why I like Yu Yu Hakusho though is because
mm,
it does what Dragon Ball Z hardly ever do
mm,
nowadays.
Hmm.
mm,
Like it used to do that really good in Dragon Ball,
mm.
but like in the case of Yu Yu Hakusho, the fights end.
Yeah.
Now
Instead of just
that's
going on for eternity.
that's not to say that that's a bad thing on Dragon Ball Z, but it's like at some point certain villains need to just go. They outweigh out at times they outweigh their welcome. It's one of the reasons. It's one of the issues I had with Boo Saga. Boo
Yeah.
outweighed his welcome far too long,
Yeah. He
and it's
overstayed
like,
his welcome, basically.
thank you. Yeah, he overstayed his welcome at that point, and what really took me to the breaking point was when he went to Otherworld and somehow he can beat every fighter in Otherworld.
Yeah, that's weird.
I'm like, think about the rules to Otherworld. All those fucking fighters are super stronger, or at least if they were to be revived by the Dragon Balls, right?
Yeah.
Then just about almost every warrior that passed away that has been in Otherworld for the longest time should be at least stronger than all the Z fighters combined. Like Pycon should be able to take on Goku, or he should be able to take on Piccolo,
Mhm.
or even any of the Saiyans or half Saiyans. He should be Pycon should have no trouble with them because he's eternal as a dead warrior.
Mhm.
But in other world, you're training for you're basically training for an eternity. You have eternity's worth of training. So that means that their strength should be almost immeasurable at that point.
Right.
That's an army of immeasurable fighters that could repel. Like I would have loved to see them repel Boo from Otherworld,
Mm-mm.
and that would give
Mm.
at least like somebody the good idea to revive at least one of them, namely PyCon,
Mm.
to help him aid in the fight of Boo. But over time, Boo's power start increasing because of Earth's world's rules start kicking in, and PyCon's rules from Otherworld is not set into that world
Right.
that well.
Mm.
That could have been an interesting thing, but back to Yu Yu Hakusho though. Yu Yu Hakusho ends the fights
Yeah.
unless, now I'm saying this with a big unless it's a character fight, or at least a personal fight between character and protagonist and antagonist. That's the
Right.
only time it ever lasts. Sometimes, but like when it comes to like minor characters, they don't go 2 episodes and they're still fighting the same dude. Or sometimes it's like if it takes 2 episodes, then that's all it takes, 2 episodes. And half the time, it's not really done by utilizing a power move that they pull out of their ass
Mm.
out of the back.
Right.
Rather, they use that time to use it in a tournament or an event
Mm.
when they use that power.
Mm.
Like say for instance, Hiei's dragon attack, pulled that shit
Right.
in the tournament. And what was really cool about cool about Yu Yu Hakusho, the fights are unique in their own way.
Right.
Mm.
So going back to Hiei's dragon attack, fucking dude's power warps fucking reality. It becomes a complete psychedelic mind screw,
Yeah.
and and sometimes it turns the opponent insane when he powers it up.
Mhm.
Another instance was shit. Let me think. Oh right. One of the next villains after the tournament arc, his fight was a fucking game show.
Yeah.
And I like that. I was like, that's actually unique. He didn't actually fight them. That was telling you like the enemies that they were facing were not your garden variety, just punch punch kill kill. It's
Mhm.
more of a thinking man's game, and of course, who better to participate other than Kurama, who was the smart one of the bunch.
Mm. Mm. Hey, hey,
Mm,
regards to fight scenes in my comics, the comic I really focuses on is Lightwave in terms of all the villains with cool special different powers. It's really built around fight scenes.
Mhm.
That's why the main character has such an unusual power set. That's it. Remember
Yeah.
I said super speed energy constructs.
nice.
Uh, the-
Nice.
that's what. Yeah, but the only time I ever have a fight scene goes on multiple issues is in Captain Metal with Captain Metal's a cyborg superior I got with Penetrator. That's
Right.
that's the only one that have gone on multiple issues like a multi-issue story. Multiple. That's the only time I ever do that with the Captain Metal, especially with Penetrator. It's uh it's kind of weird that's the one, but yeah.
Hang on. The trooper messaged me. Probably not gonna join us tonight.
Okay.
Oh well.
Mm,
It
but
happens.
mm,
He hasn't joined
mm,
us in quite a while, I know.
yeah,
Everybody's doing their own shit.
yeah, I know.
So hopefully next week we got Dune next week, so we'll have the Lady of Valor with us.
Well, that's
Mm,
cool. I mean, try to go see it this weekend. Haven't seen it quite yet.
Man, you can watch on HBO Max.
I don't have cable.
You don't need cable
Where do you get HBO Max then?
on your computer.
Oh,
It's a streaming service, dude.
a streaming service, huh? How
Yeah,
much a
not.
month?
I did not look that up, but I'm pretty sure you can get a free trial.
Yeah.
Mm. Okay. Yeah. It's
The
speaking
reason I'm thinking
on.
of going to the movies for it is because I think my friend might want to see it too. So
Okay.
I'll probably
Okay.
ask him.
Hang on,
Okay.
Fizz. Kidnap your friend, dude. Go see it.
Yeah.
Uh. Speaking of what I said, I was saying earlier. I said it's kind of odd. It's kind of odd that Captain Metal Penetrator will have long fights, but uh because there's real emotional weight behind it because of the stuff involved in circumstances.
Hmm. Yeah, 50 minutes, and we're still like dead silence or in
Yeah.
bouts.
Yeah.
And it's
Mm.
really an open topic session. Where the fuck
Yeah.
is Eloise?
Yeah, yeah, like I
Right, her.
said,
Oh,
her
right, her
battery
phone
died.
died.
Her phone died.
Yeah. Just the three of us now.
Mm.
Weird that nobody else has joined us. I guess Final didn't show up.
Exactly.
No.
Final
Uh,
hasn't. That's the thing. We would know Final is with us if he had respond in the group chat or
Yeah.
respond to me privately. I
mm,
said I shared it with Dominic. Dominic would have been here. I haven't gotten no
Yeah.
response from him just
okay.
yet.
Mm, okay. Okay. Yeah, you don't remember Captain Metal's the superhero I have with who the concept is a guy who gets rebuilt into a cyborg with using parts from a destroyed robot, and the robot is the AI is in a chip that's in his neck, and it talks to him just like an upgrade. But the thing is, the robot is like remember Claptrap from Borderlands?
Hmm.
It's like that, but it acts exactly like that and can take control of this guy's body whenever it feels like it.
Nice.
Yeah. Like I said, he's the guy who has penetrated as a villain. It, uh, so
Hmm.
it's odd that the fights with him between him and penetrator will go that long. For your perspective, probably it's like because because penetrator penetrator wants to kill Captain Metal because Captain Metal killed one of his dogs when he's rescuing one of his sex slaves.
Sex slave.
It's the penetrator. Remember I mentioned that character earlier. The
Yeah,
penetrator.
yeah.
Um,
Yeah. Captain Captain Metal had the scenario is that Captain Metal had to save one of a woman who was kidnapped by the penetrator because for penetration purposes. Uh, he rescued her, but he had to kill one of Penetrator's dogs because his dog was attacking him, and because of that, now Penetrator wants to kill Andy Rams's that's Captain Metal, his family, his loved ones now,
yeah.
Cool.
and it goes on long fights, and they both got unique weird powers besides super strength, so that's keep it interesting. Like obviously Cat Metal does computer stuff because it's a cyborg, and Penetrator can turn invisible. So that's interesting.
Speaking of long fights, you ever heard of Desert Punk?
I've heard of it, but I never seen it. What's it about?
Just your garden
Yeah.
variety, dark comedy, dark humor, post-apocalypse world where your main protagonist is like the shittiest protagonist you've ever known, but he's entertaining to some degree. But what I want
Is it
to
like Duke Nukem? Is it like Duke Nukem?
nah, he's a scrawny little guy.
Oh,
He's like a short little guy that's got this iconic design amongst many iconic designs in that show.
Hmm.
But like what was funny was he fights a rival a rival such as himself, and like you got like this big old fight. Like they challenge each other to a duel, right? And they're building up this duel, and when they finally get to that duel, um, the way how they did it is so anime, yes, but then like the comedy kicks in, and
Mhm.
half the time, like throughout that whole fight, they're attacking each other with all sorts of weapons, right? But they don't hit shit. Well, they hit shit else. They hit they hit everything else but themselves, or but each other. So it's like they're both standing off each other, like they're shooting at one point. And then they throw grenades at each other.
Right.
Then they throw knives.
Mhm.
Then again they don't hit them. They don't hit each other at all. And it got to a point where now it boiled down to them fighting with whips, or at least one was fighting with a whip and the other one's fighting with a stick. And they still they still don't hit each other. That shit was hilarious. That's
Mhm.
all. That was the whole point of it. Like it got to a point where everybody was like real, like anticipating for a fight, but the fight dragged so long that it got so boring. Everybody left.
Yeah.
I think that clip is still on YouTube because that shit was hilarious.
Mhm.
Hilarious.
Ooh, and imagine.
Yes, Emily, I agree. Really did not care for Desert Punk. Main character was not the entertaining kind of scumbag, wrong type. Yep.
Yeah.
It's sad because he gets everything he wanted in the end too. Spoiler alert. Like I like that show, but it does have its flaws.
Yeah.
Oh well, they're always Full Metal Panic. Crickets? Never heard of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Never heard of Full Metal Panic.
I've heard of it, but I don't never clicked on it on on the website.
Well, the thing is, Full Metal Panic is just it's what's the best way to put it? It is romance comedy,
Mhm.
but it's its own beast though. Cause no, I can't compare it to Major Pain. That's not even a good comparison. The synopsis. Let me tell you the synopsis. The synopsis is that a very decorated soldier is tasked to protect some blue haired chick that is basically just data. She can view data, and for some reason when she views data, she goes naked. Don't ask me why, but there you have
Yikes.
it.
No, it's anime. That's why we got some movies. Any kind of way we can.
Well, they don't show her boobies, but she's obviously naked. But nobody sees her as she is because she's in cyber world. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
When she does it,
Oh, just like Ghost in the Shell.
yeah, basically like Ghost in the Shell. But yeah, but the thing is that the decorated soldier that's tasked to protect her is so committed to to the military that he eats, breathes, sleeps, and shits the military.
Oh man.
So there's hijinks ensues whenever time he does something very militaristic, and it's her doing her little Kagome sit boy. Only this only this girl, she has one of those big enormous anime fans to stop him from doing some stupid shit military wise.
Yeah.
So here's one scenario. One scenario will be you could say a book drop, right? He
Uh
would put out his gun and open fire on that book 8 times because it fell anywhere near her.
huh.
That's how serious he takes his job. And she slaps him with the fan because usually it's done in front of her peers or anybody else that could be watching, and he's
Right.
scaring them. So she basically yanks the leash. Like it's like we always complain about how the girls always punish the boys for being boys, right? Or
Right.
doing things boy related, right? But this one, I love it because it's justified.
Yeah. Unlike a lot of other times, in other words.
But but the thing is, you want this guy on your team. That's the
Mm,
beauty of it.
mm.
Like that's the beauty of it. If you need something done, if you need the job done, he will do it, and he will do it good, because he's very committed, like a
Mhm.
soldier. Which is funny because his backstory is that he's a child soldier.
No,
Yikes.
that explains it. So you don't know normal human life at all.
Exactly. But he was enlisted by good military this time, not bad military.
Mm.
And yes, he was enlisted by bad military before he got you know assigned to protect her name is Chidori.
Mhm.
But it's a fun anime. It starts off like that, but the second part it starts getting to like really big shit. And sometimes mechs are involved, but they're not really the uh they're not really the focus of the anime.
Mhm.
They're just an aesthetic that exists in their world. Like you got these big ships, these big mega ships, whatever. You got these you got these good ass fucking guns as opposed to energy based weapons or gravity based weapons or microwave based weapons and shit like that.
Yeah.
But like again, that's just part of the aesthetic of that world. It's like Metal Gear, but if you inject romance comedy.
Uh-huh. Rom-com, huh?
Yeah, that's basically what it is. That's how I see it with Full Metal Panic. It's Metal Gear, but if it was an anime and it was a rom com anime.
Okay, that sounds interesting. Now I'm probably click on it next time.
Yeah, because mind you, I think I keep forgetting his fucking name, but I think his name is Sagawa. It's centered around Sagawa and Chidori, but like later on we got other characters in the mix, and they're a whole they're they're usually a colorful cast too. Now
Mm,
I was watching this anime next to Black Lagoon, which is also
Mhm.
a crazy anime.
I
Yeah.
know, but everybody know about Black Lagoon, and I have no interest in seeing it.
You don't have no interest in seeing psycho gun toting mass killers.
Yeah.
I mean, if they're the bad guys, then I have no problem with it.
Well, Revy is not necessarily bad, nor is she good either. She's in
Yeah.
the mix, but I'm not saying
Don't
she's I'm not trying to say she's a complex character or
not
anything.
not 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 really. The only reason why people have no problem with seeing her because they want to wank off to her. It's kind of the same thing with Lady Death.
Nah, not me. I like the gun she used.
Yeah, the cutlasses, right?
Yep, and I like her having a shotgun in her mouth. That's insane.
Yeah.
That and I'm that and I mostly watch her sister. I watch for her sister, her quote unquote sister.
Oh yeah,
But
Edda, right?
no, but I like her.
Oh, her.
Yeah, the burn victim.
Oh yeah.
Uh,
She's a milf, remember? And
Oh yeah.
I'm always attracted to milfs.
uh, 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 anyways, it's funny. It's funny. What I was gonna say? Yeah. It's funny that Lady Death got way more popular in notoriety than Evil Ernie.
Yeah.
Who?
You
Yeah.
you know who Evil Ernie is?
No.
That was a comic book that came out in the early '90s. That's what Lady Death show first showed up.
Evil Ernie?
Yeah, it's the first issue of that.
Dude, it's
Evil,
tits.
I know it's tits. If you don't know what Evil Ernie is, that's a comic book about this guy, this boy who was this little boy. When he's a little boy, he constantly beaten up by his parents because he's a telepath.
Mm,
Then they tried this experimental machine on him, on which they tried to cure his supposed mental insanity. It was just his parents beating on him.
Yeah.
Then it makes him go crazy and brings Lady Death to him. This demoness, this female demon,
mm,
who seduces the boy, and convinces him that convinces him to become a serial killer, and and then he becomes a serial killer, and then he stays that way, and then they bring him into jail. I mean, crazy out for years, and then finally they try the machine on him again. He dies and he comes back as a zombie, a teenage zombie serial killer, and everybody he kills turns into another zombie under his control.
Hmm.
And he calls himself evil and name Ernest Fairchild. So it's basically he names it Evil Ernie. Calls it Evil Ernie.
It's a funny
Evil.
name, Evil Ernie.
Yeah, and his mission is to please Lady Death by going on a murder rampage and wiping out the entire human race. Uh,
Sounds a little bit like
basically
Thanos
he's
a bit.
Thanos. He's Thanos. That's exactly what it is. He's Thanos. He's Thanos, but he's a zombie.
Mm.
And he talks. And it's big. He's Thanos. That he literally
Hire
is Thanos.
Stubbs the zombie to take care of my mess.
He's literally Thanos. That's very strange, by the way. I know some similarities too, by the way. He's
Right.
literally, yeah, because yeah, exactly. That's what Lady Death was created for. But then they spun her out into her own comic book, and she became more popular because titties.
Cause tits.
Yeah, no, because nobody likes Evil Ernie. Like, there's nothing sympathetic about him whatsoever. I
Yeah.
mean,
I wouldn't think so either.
I know,
Me
but
either.
the only thing that makes him sympathetic, supposedly, in quotation marks, is that he was beaten up as a kid by his parents, evil parents. And we know that first issue.
I mean,
That's not really sympathetic at all.
makes me think of Toxic Crusader for some reason,
Yeah, you just
or
look it up.
Toxic Avenger actually.
You just look it up, or to see the picture of it. All right.
Mm-mm.
Okay. Okay.
That's a different picture.
Oh,
That's that's your daily motivation.
I know that's all right.
Let me see.
Yeah.
Mhm. Motivating indeed.
By the way, Lady Death also got Purgatory, all these bad girls comics from the '90s.
Hmm. What do you mean, like Tank Girl and such?
No, I mean like Lady Death, Purgatory. It was a dark age.
Hmm.
Yep, yep.
So
Yeah,
basically,
yeah. I know you're talking about Purgatory and
uh,
some other devil chick that
uh,
came about too called
basically, the '90s
Devilman
was
Lady,
filled.
was it?
what'd you say?
Did you say
Not
Devilman Lady, I guess?
no,
No, no, no, no,
that's anime. I'm
no,
talking
no, no.
about I'm talking about all these bad girl genres of comics. Basically, back in '90s, there's a whole dark, edgy superhero craze, and
Yeah, I
there's two
remember
Mhm.
versions of
that.
that: the male version and the female version. The male version is basically Arnold Schwarzenegger with cybernetics, basically Cable,
Yep.
and with a bunch of pouches and a bunch of pouches because Rob Liefeld's art basically, and
Mhm.
trying to rip that off. And the female version is basically Lady Death, basically some kind of supernatural character who's a woman with giant breasts and no clothes on, or next to no clothes on,
Right.
and she kills people and she probably has sex a lot.
Right.
Yeah, that's usually the mo.
Mm.
Oh, excuse me. I don't mean to yawn.
That's no problem. You're probably just tired from all the work, huh?
I am tired.
Yeah. I know
I'm not
that
falling
feeling.
asleep on you guys, but I'm just saying, just get used to me yawning.
Mm.
Oh yeah. Work will do that to you.
Well, that's the thing. I had that today, and I worked out yesterday, and I'm still feeling the workout from yesterday.
Yeah.
I pulled a double yesterday,
Double
and it
duty.
felt good. Mm-hmm.
Another bad girl comic character is Terror with the Black Forest, with the
Oh
Black Rose,
goodness.
which is made by Jim Ballant, who does nothing but draw titties, basically. So they made a porn comic series.
And he also have problem. I think he also had problem drawing faces too.
Not really, not a problem. I see these faces don't look that bad.
Wait, who's the one that had? Who's the one that did Guardian of Gotham? Catwoman.
Yeah, that's Jim Ballant.
That's what I'm saying. He had a problem drawing faces every once in a while.
I don't know. He just draws a woman with big lips and nice titties and giant titties.
Pally lips.
Right, the bow lips or something.
No, no,
Mm,
pally lips.
Hmm.
She's always drawn. He's always drawing pally lips every single time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that count was terrible. I mean, the writer of that, Doug Moore, he didn't even understand how you would swip Batman and Catwoman
I
places.
thought we were
How does that
talking about
even work?
Taro.
It was. But Tarot was basically porn. Well, I just nothing to say much about his porn.
It's
I mean, I read.
shameful. It's shameless.
I read the first couple issues. It's not really interesting. Then I mean, but there's a guy who
I
Jim
think he
Ballant.
did make a decent one called Mystic. I think.
Okay, but Jim Ballant basically wrote himself into the book as a guy who gets beat up all the time. Who's a
Yep.
loser superhero. Wrote himself into the book as a loser superhero called Skeleton Man who controls
Mm,
ghosts. And
mm.
he rarely uses his power. He just gets beat up and raped all the time. By female. It's just he gets beat up all the villains all the time, and sometimes when it comes to a female villain, he gets raped, and that's it.
Yep.
That it. Uh, so I don't even get it. Okay, okay, why is it still going on? I mean,
I mean, it's done. Last time I checked.
I don't think it's done. I think it's still going on.
What? I don't know. He. I don't. Last time I checked, he's not that relevant.
Yeah, but he's still making the damn comic.
But he's not relevant. That's the thing. Yeah. You could tell me he's doing something with the comic.
Mm,
But who is talking about Jim Ballard?
Nobody. I
Exactly.
mean,
He's. I mean,
uh,
that's what I'm saying. He's not relevant.
there's no way he could be relevant because all he does is draw titties. So what the hell?
And
Pretty
Boo
much.
Cat does a lot of Boo Cat.
Yep.
This is also titties.
Yep.
Boo Cat. I didn't know he was into the furry stuff though. Good on you, man. Right on. Cat women are sexy women. Okay.
Yep.
uh,
But then again, Boo Cat does look like his version of Catwoman, just
yeah.
more ditzy.
By the way, there is something like that in my comic universe. By the way, I want to call Pussy Face the
Sis.
Man Eater. It's called Pussy Face the Man Eater. But I don't want to talk about that.
Trying to make a fucking James Bond parody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's what she's called. Literally, she's called Pussy. I call her Pussy Face the Man Eater.
Dude, we
She's a
already got
villain.
one pussy. Her name is Pussy Galore.
Yeah, she's a cat girl though.
I know she's a cat girl, but damn, dude.
And no, she's not she's not in the James Bond type of comic. She's actually in Lightwave. She's a villain.
Oh yeah.
A horrific villain, by the way.
Care to elaborate? I know you're going to anyways.
Mhm.
I'm not. Nobody gets stream taken down. But stuff.
You sure?
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, we already lost Samuel Lee.
Yeah.
Should I say it?
Dude, you said so much edgelord shit on this damn stream. I don't think I'm thinking why stop now?
Okay, it's basically she gets a power the same way as Sailor Moon, it's a little girl where this cat magic cat comes to her. Uh, she and then the cat put a spell on her, saying that once she get her first period, she turns into this adult werecat form.
That's it. She gets her
That
period and she
Nani?
get
Yikes.
No, not that. That's not it. That's not it. That's not the end of it. And she goes around and kills men in gory ways and eats them.
uh-huh.
And it's also applied to the R word to them.
Oh, you
And
making that kind of story as always? And you the one complain about magical girls being the samey? What the fuck, dude?
no, she's not she's not in the magical girl
I
story
know
though.
she ain't into magical, but you using this. Don't you know that's the usual mo for dark evil women?
Yeah.
That is that the user MO for dark evil women to just to rape men and kill them?
No. How they come to be? We're talking about some wild character Fizz just created, and I'm just sitting here thinking, dude, you earlier you're getting on and on about freaking magical girls being samey and cookie cutter, and yet you used a cookie cutter opener to a villainous. of 90s storytelling.
Yeah.
The thing here's the thing. She instead of fighting a sexy female heroine, just a lot of times villains define largely by who they fight. She
Oh yeah,
fights. She
yeah,
Yeah.
fights the most unlikely superhero you know, Lightweight. She fights Lightwave.
a fat
It
fool.
Yeah.
what
I said a fat fool.
a fat fool? No, she
That's the
fights
most unlikely.
she fights Lightwave. Uh,
Okay,
it's weird because she fights a Lightwave who is more of a traditional superhero. You
right.
see in the '60s, but she's female. But still, he's fighting Lightwave of things, of all things. Uh, it, of all things, who has energy construct and super speed. It's like she's fighting her. That's the hero she fights. That's
Is this supposed to be a story, a character arc for Lightwave?
uh a side kind of a side thing.
It needs to be a character arc, dude. If you're gonna lead on with that,
Mm. Mm. Okay, I didn't think of that because
now you start thinking it,
okay.
because I'm supplying you some different
Mm,
some new ideas
mm,
and new attempts and new approaches you can take. That
mm,
like if you say,
mm,
if you got people asking Lightwave, like that should be a character moment right
Mm-hmm.
there.
mm,
Like
mm,
she should have some doubts in her brain of taking out this villainess, you know.
Yeah.
mm, mm. Because she's the first. She never encountered a serial killer before, and like
Exactly.
of that in that story. Because
Yeah,
yeah.
that needs to be a Lightwave story centric
Mm,
uh
mm.
issue.
Yeah, because
Just offering that
mm,
suggestion there, dude.
okay, that's suggested. It might be too similar to another one of my superheroes because
Yeah, stop,
mm,
stop,
okay,
stop.
okay, that's
Go.
okay.
Don't
Go.
no. Don't leave room for doubt. Just plow through, dude.
Okay, got
Now if you
Just
go now if you go for three, that's where you need to you know restructure your story.
it. Yeah.
There's no, there's no look, there ain't nothing wrong with using the same story twice, okay?
Mhm,
Okay?
mhm, mhm,
Just know that three is a crowd.
mhm, mhm,
And besides, it's Lightwave. That's different.
mhm,
hmm
And now let
mhm.
me lay down because you done got me riled up, and I'm warm myself out again.
Okay.
Yeah. Seems like everybody's a little tired today, huh?
It's been the week, man. It's been quite the week.
Oh yeah.
You know
Hold
how
on.
November is.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're nearing Christmas time in December because
Mm,
the media tends to skip over Thanksgiving. Like Thanksgiving gets skipped over. Once the Halloween stuff moved out, here
Yeah.
come in Christmas.
hmm
Yeah.
Damn. I done lost viewers. Unless StreamYard's lying to me.
Could be.
Hold on. I got to take a leak.
You do
Yeah.
that
You
then.
can go drain the lizard, huh?
That's what they call it now?
I think the Brits call it that. I think it's
Drain the lizard.
yeah, I think Sargon mentioned it once.
Interesting.
Yeah, I think it was in a stream with a Razor Fist that he did way back when.
Uh Interesting.
hmm
Drain the lizard.
yeah.
I just went to go piss. Not kidding. Anyways,
Yeah.
yeah, I was still considering that doing another furry stream where I talk about the craziest requests I gotten.
Oh, yeah, that would be interesting because people are gonna come up with some crazy stuff as they're just looking for requests for furry art and whatnot.
I can give you one instance.
Go on.
So you remember the three caballeros?
I
I'm
think so.
butchering
Yeah.
that name.
Let me guess. That was the Disney thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
With Donald Duck and those two other guys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Somebody wanted me to do an art of the red one
Oh yeah.
getting both head and
Oh
getting, like
yeah.
he wanted a short comic of him just giving head to a point where splooge is coming out every orifice of them.
Yeah, that's almost like a hentai right there.
And I'm thinking, right? And I looked through
Yeah.
his peg. I looked through his profile. He's asked this so many times of other people.
Oh, yikes. That's something right there. Something tells me that guy's like messed up in the head.
Yeah, degenerate. But
Oh, yeah.
I've never touched back with him at all. I ain't even did the artwork.
Yeah, I don't blame you. That just sounds a little bit too much.
Well, again, I call sus when I seen multiple artwork of the same thing
Yeah,
that he's been requesting.
yeah. So when he's requested the same thing over and over to other people, that's suspicious.
Well, it seems like he has a certain fetish, but still, it's like I also encountered another person that asked me to do an art of this character from OKKO Let's Be Heroes getting whipped
Mm-hmm.
with a belt
Yikes.
to the point where she's blushing and tearing up.
Nani?
Once again, I looked through his profile. I'm
Yeah,
gonna assume it's a dude. I'm gonna assume both of them are dudes. Because only dudes think like this.
yeah.
I've yet to find a female that thinks like this. But like again, seeing that he has somebody else made the request for him.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just saying like it's funny because I agree to it, but at the same time it's free. I can choose to reject it if I want to. They
Mm-hmm.
don't know that, by the way.
Hmm.
But then yeah, they soon find out that I can,
Yeah.
which is interesting. And there are times I get ones where they're using somebody else's character
Okay.
to do something that would be just one. It would be you would think it would be a disrespect to the artist that created that character.
Right. And two?
And I always ask them, okay, let me ask you this: did you ask this person permission to use this character for this art piece?
Probably
Usually they say
not.
yes, and I don't buy it.
Yeah, they're
You know what I'm
lying.
saying? You
Go ahead.
so one of these days when I get around to bringing up the furry stream and I talk about that shit, I'm gonna read you guys my request sheet,
Mm-hmm. That will be interesting, I believe.
which since because of those encounters I had to update it.
Oh yeah, because others have come down the pipe.
Did you have to use that expression, motherfucker?
Yes, actually, I did.
Bo,
Because I'm crazy like that.
you tempting the Wolf Commander, aren't you? Anyways, here we go. So art requests slash trades list rules. My style is traditional. I haven't fully crossed over to the threshold of digital yet. Rules: 1. Always give concrete details of what you want in the trade. Make sure we're firmly in agreement on the trade or request. 2. Do not attempt to think you can take advantage of my services. If I find you're expecting me to drop everything that I am doing to service only you, I will block you.
Hmm. Fair enough.
3. Please, please keep negotiations, propositions, requests, trades mature and professional.
Right.
4. I do not respond well to demands.
Right.
Now let me go over the things I just listed just now. Negotiations: discuss any art piece of things that are not my usual MO. Example: making transgender characters, holidays, mythologies.
Hmm.
Why did I put that shit in there?
Because it
I'm
seemed
not even.
important. Did it seem important to you at the time?
I guess maybe it's back when transgender wasn't as out there as it used to be.
Right.
Well, as it is now. Me as wasn't out there as it is now.
Yeah.
Propositioning: Anything to do with joining a collab or making web comments, if I'm to work with you, I need some proof of what you are signing me up for. I need to know if there's something being done behind the project. I need to also be able to contact those who are also working with you. If you're a writer, show me your story. Show, not tell.
Right.
The fuck you laughing about, Viz?
Uh, not one of my creations. I was like, uh, I thought Mickey draw some one of my creations.
Okay,
I
whole
think he
conversation
have
till I
finished.
finish. Request / trades. Yes, my services are free. For requests, you can contact me through notes or the comments down below. I'm in constantly check. Sorry, I am constantly checking my notifications all the time. Sorry, on all the art sites. I'm reading this shit sideways. Let me sit the fuck up. I'm attached to as Rule One applies. I need detailed info on the / trade to people with English as a second language. Give me time to understand you clearly. Know me or ask me in the comments. List it as is false. Anthro Yuri refugees portraits. Reptilian hero teen.
Right.
I'm in a dark place here, so be careful as you hear this. Age difference only between 20 and beyond. Must be discussed. No pedo.
Right.
Size difference. Sci-fi, fantasy, incest. Yes, I put that in there too. Sc- School teacher such it's really should be teacher student relationships. This going to not NSFW territory right now. So HJ and BJ's
Yeah.
cunnilingus. If it's not in the list, I will not do it, or we can negotiate. I'm flexible to an extent. Answer in the comments or notes with what type of service you want me to do. I will respond kindly.
Mhm.
And sometimes they'll ask me for the most insane shit. And I'm like, you know, I got a list in my fucking profile, right? And you know
Mm.
how I set it up. First of all, they start by asking me, do you take requests? I'm like, bitch, did you not see the damn list, the damn sheet?
Yeah. It's like they don't know how to read or something.
Well, rather, the only question I would prefer them to ask is, are you taking requests?
Well, that makes more sense.
But it's like they saying, do you take requests? I'm like,
I think are
uh,
you taking requests is more appropriate. Am I right?
I think they asked after. It's funny because I'm usually catching these questions after I post something new.
Yeah.
It's like the moment I post something new, that's when they start getting the questions, and I'm like, you did not look thoroughly through my pedigree at all, not once, not twice, at all. Just you saw art and you say, "Huh, this guy must be taking requests. Maybe I should go ask him."
Mhm. Even though it's pretty much like what it says on the page, right?
Well, again, the proper question would to be to ask, "Am I taking requests?" Not, "Do you take requests?" And again, I respond kindly. I'm like, "Yeah, I'm taking requests," or "No." It's usually a yes or no question. And when I answer yes, it's like, "Okay, what do you want to do?"
Mm.
That's not how that works. Usually they ask, "Okay, would you mind taking a request from me?" And I say, "Okay, what would that be?" Uh, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. They don't
That's
always.
well, that's not necessarily what falls after, but it's like it pretty much amounts to that because it's like they're asking me out on a date, you know?
Yeah. And all they're really asking is art requests.
It was, and I'm just like sitting here like, okay, please do not waste my time. There are times I'm like, please do not waste my time. And they And it was funny because I say answer in a note, right?
Yeah.
They treat the note as if it's a chat.
Yeah.
So I'm getting one phrase each return note.
Yeah.
When all they could do was type in one measly sentence of what they want, or they can
Yeah.
they can they can they can type enough of what they can type enough to get enough of me to go along with to or at least to go off with to answer in kind. But no, it's like
Like,
can you
"Duh."
can you do an art of my character?
What character would that be? Because
That,
people make multiple characters.
well, no. It's like okay. Do you have a reference? No. Can you describe it? Uh, it's like this or that. I'm like, okay, there's something to go off, but it's still vague. Okay, what do you want me to do with them? Uh, can you draw them having sex? Yes, but what position?
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. Yeah, and then next thing you know, he's like, I have a problem with my sex life. I don't have one.
no. That's out. If only it'd be that fucking simple.
I wish, don't
No, if only they be that fucking honest about themselves, but usually
I?
they're not.
Yeah.
But that's you like shit. Like let me go ahead and read off one that actually was successful
hmm
in approaching me, or
hmm
at least one that was like not so. Oh wait, no, fuck, I forgot how fucking far Affiniti's requests or not request notes works. Let's see. Okay, let's try this guy. Okay, hang on. Let me go to
Okay.
the let me go to the beginning of it. Actually, he says, after reading the rules you posted on your page, I was wondering if you would be willing to create art featuring incest and or anal rimming, anal fingering, anal masturbation, and penetration. I'm not here to bombard you with tons of requests you just did or anything, but I was just curious of creating pieces that have incestuous relationships, such as brother, sister, mother, daughter, engage in some form of anal play. That's too much and fit your guidelines, or even any female character solo, male, female, engage in anal and fit your guidelines will fit your guidelines as well. That's oddly specific.
Yeah, that's like TMI or shit right there.
No. He knows what he wants, but it's like he just trying to say that he don't want to bombard me, but you just did just now.
That's what I mean.
So I respond, so long as there's nothing to a string or have anything to do with someone else's character without their written permission or fan art, hit me. Actually, I was hoping it would involve some of your OCs, such as Sybil, and of course, I'm not too crazy about extreme stuff. I'm more into romance and pure enjoyment and pleasure between anyone involved.
hmm
Don't know what that fucking means, but okay.
Sounds like anything that moves, you know?
And then I said, speak. And he says, so I was wondering if you would be willing to accept a request featuring your OC Sybil McCready and Beth McCready having consensual non-stream anal sex. Let me see. And no, that's the same thing. Then I said, wouldn't call that a request when I do that all. Excuse me. Wouldn't call that a request when I can do that all by myself, since both of them are my characters. I mean, I could still do it.
Yeah.
I know it's not much of a. It's, and he says, I know it's not much of a request, but I'd really like to see such an image.
Yeah.
And I said, which position? Provide references if necessary. I will dub this post fan appreciation, I guess. Like I said, can't really be a request, specifically if it involved my siblings. This is back when I made them incest siblings. Now, not so much.
Yeah.
The fuck?
Yeah, I was in a dark place.
Yeah, I think.
It said spoon position on her bed. I post a link image. Yeah, I'm not gonna dignify that by showing you guys that picture. Funny enough, I did it, but it was a recreation of an old piece that I wasn't really too fond of, so I ended up changing it.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
I in a way, I kind of compromised,
Right.
but I haven't heard from him since I posted it and showed and shared it with him.
Yeah.
So
The,
I don't know where he's at, or what happened to him, but whatever. I did the deed.
yep. So almost like the inverse of take the money and run or something. Except there's no money involved.
Somebody asked me about transformations.
Transformations? What,
Mm,
like mutations or something?
Mm-mm. There's this whole little fetish art going around where characters transform into things.
Huh.
what type of things? What private parts?
No. Like, say for instance, you got a human that turns into an anthropomorphic animal, for example.
Yeah, how's that fetish? Okay,
It is a fetish, dude, because sometimes when the character transforms to the creature, they tend to rip out their clothes or rip their clothes. That's why it's a
Yeah.
fetish.
okay, we see that in horror movies
Kind of
all the
like
time.
Gigant with Chiho when she gets bigger.
Mm-mm.
Okay,
Nothing like Gigant.
no, I mean, we see it in horror movies all the time. So what? When werewolf movies all the time? What the hell?
Exactly. But yeah.
I think the
You
whole
said it, Melissa.
what'd she say?
Read the comments. I'm not putting it on screen.
I
Don't
guess
read it out loud, motherfucker. Then goes
yeah, I think Team Ghost Planet can speak for all of us here.
look, if you can write, which again you can leave with incest is bad, but if you can write a dignifying story about it, have at it, dude. But like I said, I was in a dark place at that time.
Yeah, we've all had our dark places at some point or another. Biz,
See,
what's yours like?
y'all tend to hear you. I tend to share a little bit of things that y'all never would expect it out of me.
Yeah,
And that's only because I'm a good guy trying to be a bad guy, but actually doing good for once.
Yeah, same
So
here.
so back to what I was saying, transformation art, or at least I like to call it transformation porn. It's essentially you guys remember that Bowsette meme?
about oh
Yeah,
yeah, that was
of
big
course.
for a while.
So think of it like this: like somebody either touch something, transformation; drink something, transformation; sleep in something, transformation.
Uh
No
huh.
matter no matter what they fucking do, they transform into something.
Mm-hmm.
But this guy asked me, straight up asked me, what about transformation then? Well, I need to go to the fucking beginning of this shit, actually. Because I think this idiot kept trying to ask for a lot of shit from me.
Yeah, wouldn't surprise me.
I'm thinking he was a kid too.
I think yeah, that's one reason I don't take any requests because you just don't know what people are gonna want.
Well, it's just well, you gotta filter it out first of all. But the thing is,
Yeah.
he asked, "What about transformations then, or post transformation?" I said, "If it's not on the list, then I don't do it." Oh well. What about fan art then? Some kind of art of me, such as wearing an army or something. Dude, I don't know what the fuck you look like.
Yeah, it's like at least post a photo of yourself.
So I asked, of you, do you have reference? And let me see. Yeah, he's got reference. Oh shit, this was easy. I should have done this years ago. I kind of fell off the art request for a while. It says hair is optional, though it's rarely used, but forms I have can also be used in place of anthromy if wanted. They are in scraps. There are some that are missing because I don't have examples yet, such as an anime-ish robot Lucario and Fro Fox Pussy. Fuck no, dude. And he hasn't even gotten back to me ever since then. The fuck you stretching for, dude?
Uh,
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No, like most of these guys I haven't even gotten back to at all.
Yeah.
One dude asked, "May I throw a request at you?" Why at me? And I said, "No problem." He says, "Could I get this dragon and this female griffin doing cowgirl position?"
Uh-huh.
Simple, very direct. Like it already. I asked, "Are these yours?" Because dude, I look up his profile. The artwork doesn't look like it was his.
In other words, he stole it.
I could be wrong.
Yeah, that's kind of scummy if he's doing that.
Well, the thing is, when I looked at the pictures that he gave me, they weren't his. That's what
Right.
that's what that's what that's what bugged me about that. Or at least rather, one of them both of them came from Imgur.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if it was really him from Imgur. That's why I asked, "Are they yours?" And he said yes. I was like, okay, I guess. I don't know if there's any other stuff. Yeah, I deleted all the other stuff because I already took care of them. But that's pretty much most of what I got from Fur Affinity.
Mhm. Yeah, Fizz, you got anything to add to that?
well, it's just I guess the life of a hentai artist is strange. Then
Furry artists.
fur artist. Oh my gosh, a fur artist.
Yep.
I still remember that college humor show in which they had uh college humor show which they had furry superheroes are gross. I remember that.
Mhm.
My biggest fan has reared his shiny head after I posted Ghoul School.
Oh, who would that be?
Some nitwit that keeps wanting me to do art for him and only
Uh,
for him.
Mm.
I might
so he
block
thinks of
him.
you like a slave almost.
Not really. It's just that again, that's all he wants. Just turning him into animals. I think he's turned that into fish now, and I think he needs to seek help.
Yeah, that seems pretty unhealthy.
Yeah, what I was laughing earlier because
That's how you talk.
Well, sweet Mother Teresa on the hood of a Mercedes Benz, you sound like a majestic fucking
the reason why I was laughing earlier is because I was thinking about
Hey, Greenie.
the milkman. One of what if I got you to do art of the milkman? It would be funny how you interpret his appearance.
Yeah.
Uh, the milkman is a villain in my comic universe. The villain of Doomfist.
Right.
The second super guy for this. The milkman is a reptile, a
Let
demon.
me address Green Line Girl real quick. You missed quite a lot, Greenie. you,
Of course, I know she came in very late.
I
I
wonder
don't
if
even know this person.
you got a you got a little detail of my profession at times.
yeah. We went into stuff about Dune, and I think we went into a couple other things as well.
Anime mostly.
Oh yeah. I was wondering, does Green Lion Girl want to join us on here?
D- I don't want to subject her to this how would you want to call this? Wolf
Degeneracy.
Commander
I think Trooper would call it degeneracy.
Wolf Commander After Dark. Let's go with that.
Yeah.
Mm, well, Wolf Commander Super Dark. Maybe that's what it would be called.
I can't say much. I spent eighth grade reimagining my classmates as Power Rangers.
Eh, that's still a damn sight more wholesome than a lot of what was being requested to the Wolf Commander over here. On, am I
Yeah,
right?
I
yeah.
could I could go over my deviant art, but like there were so many fucking notes. I'm like, oh shit, that's gonna take a long time.
I'm not furry, so I don't want to hear none of that stuff.
You already heard most of that
I know
shit.
exactly. Exactly. That's why I said I don't want to hear no more of it.
Dude, I ain't. Dude, what's funny is the request that I was talking about Michaela from OKKO. That was from Ink Bunny, and Ink Bunny is mostly for. Ugh, that site is mostly cup porn.
Yeah.
Cub. Oh, you
Porn.
mean
Cub.
you mean like little okay? Oh, I got it.
Mm-hmm.
Furry. Okay, got it.
Mm-hmm. Say no more, dude.
Yeah, that's pretty fucked up
No,
right there.
as the many years I've been on Ink Bunny, it's crazy that barely any of my shit gets traction, but that shit gets a lot of traction. You okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. How about you?
Yeah, she just dropping stuff in the sink.
Mm,
Oh,
mm,
I thought you were
mm,
talking to us.
mm. Okay. I was thinking about one of my characters. The reason I was laughing because I thought you it'd be funny just how you see how you interpret one of my characters.
Yeah,
One of my
what's funny?
characters is one of my characters is called the Milkman, who is a demon whose true form is that of a chameleon mixed with the Yucha from the Predator movies. It's like
Ooh.
an anthropomorphic chameleon with mandibles,
Mm.
and it changes colors. And whenever it changes colors, it always has super strength, and it has additional power depending on what color it is at the moment. What color it is at the moment, and 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 in order to increase its strength even further, it drinks milk,
Mm.
and
Maybe
the
he could be
milk heals.
reimagined as a cow or something.
And the milk heals all of his injuries.
Milk does a body good, apparently.
Exactly. Exactly. And it changes
Hmm.
through its colors based on its emotions, like a normal chameleon does. But and as
Hmm.
powers and what power it has, it depends on which color it is at that moment.
I will say this. I will say this to close out the whole discussion about the whole request that I get. At least majority of the ones I did do is mostly people just want me to make their characters look good.
Hmm.
Mm,
That's it. One dude actually asked for me to he gave me a scenario for one of his characters, and he wanted me to draw my interpretation of how the scenario will work. So he wanted me to insert my characters into the situation and what they would do.
Uh-huh.
So the scenario was one of his characters gets attacked by underwater scuba diving. He gets attacked by an assailant who cuts his little oxygen pipe
Hmm.
and holds him down in the water so he can drown.
So like waterboarding.
No, just hold him down in the ocean
Oh.
while he drowns. Which, funny enough, like now that I look back, I was like, why can't you just have the dude stab him?
Yeah. The old "why don't you just shoot him" type of reasoning.
But yeah, yeah. So he asked me what my characters would do in the situation, so I drew it out. Didn't color it, but I drew it out. So it's Bastion and Benjamin fighting the guy off while Carmela
Mm.
is swinging him away, the guy to safety. So that was
Hmm.
that was one thing. Let's
Yeah.
see. Too late. The two ladies are having a conversation. Green Line group. Well, fuck. Victoria to Green Line. You just gave me an idea. Wolf 10. You should do a reimagining of you and your team as Power Rangers. It would be fun to see if you want.
I
Oh,
wonder.
yeah,
I
I was
wonder
thinking
which
about
ranger
that.
I would be.
He would be Black Ranger.
and I'll be what Ranger?
Blue Ranger.
Hmm.
Might have a blue slasher mask.
Motherfucker, you thought you were the Green Ranger. I'm not giving you that title.
I would have figured I'd have been the Green Ranger because I got a
No,
green avatar.
no,
Hmm.
no.
Oh.
No, no, I'm laughing at Greeny chiming in. And me?
Good question.
Yeah, that's a good question. It'd be a coin toss whether she's white, pink, or yellow.
Yeah.
Green Line Girl says, yeah, the art community can be disheartening. I get a lot of recommendations for videos on art theft, fixing slash reclaiming art slash character tracing and teachers
Yeah,
hating anime.
yeah. I
Oh
remember
yeah.
those Zaku-chan thing.
No, let me address the art teachers hating anime. That's a fucking myth. That's a half truth.
Oh. Where did that get started from anyway?
I mean, there's that's what I say is a half truth because there is some truth to it, somewhat,
Right.
but it's like
I know there
really.
was like an opinion about anime. Like some people feel like you only draw anime as a crutch, or
You're
something like this.
damn right, Victoria. You're damn right. I would be Red Ranger because Red Ranger is my favorite
And he's
always.
also the
Because
leader.
exactly, and y'all know y'all know my weakness for shows.
Yeah.
Always I always identify with the leader.
Yep.
Anyways, what I was saying was, I have read into a few teachers that didn't like anime, or at least what they tr- what they tr- what the students tend to exaggerate the truth of. It's not really that they hate anime. They're trying to get you to not draw to use it as a go-to method.
Right.
That's what that's how I interpret it. Because that's what my like when I went to a private college and we had teachers talking about that. It's more it wasn't really more of they hate anime. It's more of we're trying to keep you from not trying to they're trying to get you to try other styles.
Right.
That's what they're trying to do, get you to open up.
Hmm.
I didn't even know this movie existed till now. Sing two.
Hmm.
What movie?
Sing two. I didn't know this movie existed till now.
Okay.
But they made a sequel. I didn't know that. With these anime movies, here's the thing: they have no advertisement. I noticed that. No
She said then
advertisement.
Victoria says then would you consider be Green Ranger? Hell no. That would be Trooper.
I said, what these anime movies have
So,
no have no advertisement. I noticed that. Like I
so,
didn't know about this Disney Magic Hispanic family movie till recently.
so I was
Yeah,
thinking,
what's
what
called.
ranger would Schooner be?
It's gonna be blue.
Hmm. So who's gonna be the yellow?
Leia.
Oh, nice.
Eloise is pink.
Uh huh.
And okay.
Interesting.
She wouldn't appreciate it, but whatever.
Yeah, I know these anime movies have no advertisement. Like I didn't know about these movies till just the month they supposed to come out.
Mm,
Like how come nobody? How come these movies get no advertising at all?
because America doesn't like them.
Yeah.
Like cartoon movies in America, like they don't advertise them. We mean America don't like them.
They just don't. Either that they have a hard time trying to advertise anime,
No,
or
not
B
anime. I talk about animated movies made in America.
made. Oh, shit. They fucking sleeping. Then that's why
Like they don't. I don't know. I even know the movie exists until the month it's supposed to come out. Like what the hell?
they sleeping on advertisement. That's all it is. Dude, bruh, you live in America. You should know what the fuck they're pushing mostly. They
Yeah.
ain't pushing for no damn high concept animated movie. They pushing agendas. Remember that.
Yep.
They're too busy trying to save the climate, even though they're sitting on their ass on their keyboards, not doing a
Yeah.
damn thing for the climate.
Yeah.
What
And
do you
probably
mean?
buying
It's
expensive
not
cars
America,
that waste
folks.
more gas than what you and I would drive.
It's the fucking China.
Mm,
Fucking
yep.
China. Well, China is where the factories are. That's where the pollution comes from. All the pollution entire planet comes from.
Mm,
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
Hmm.
All I'm saying is they just sitting on their keyboards talking about so we need to save the planet. Bitch, what are you doing? I'm sitting on my keyboard typing on Twitter. Shouldn't you be saving the planet? Yeah, but I want somebody else to do it.
You could apply the same thing to combating racism as well. What are you doing? You're sitting. I'm typing up on my keyboard.
The keyboard warriors. That's what they call them.
Mm,
Exactly.
pretty much. All I'm saying is, what are you doing about it? No. Don't ask me what am I doing. I'm asking you. You the one who spoke up about. You the one who spoke up about it. You. You
Yeah.
spoke about. You said we need to do something. So
Like,
I'm asking you, what are you going to do about
right. And by the way, who's weed? You got a mouse in your pocket?
it? I'm just saying, like you said, we need to figure this out, right? So
Yeah.
I'm asking you, what? And mind you, don't give me a solution that involves the total extermination to half the population on the planet.
Exactly. Yep.
Because
Literal
I've
genocide.
heard that same song before. I asked people, have you noticed that their only solution is always the extermination of the human race?
Yep.
So if they give me that, if they give me that solution, right? I said, so let's start with you then.
Yup. Yeah. They're like, hey, kill all humans, but don't kill me.
Mm, so
I'm just saying, come on, like you gotta be prepared for that shit to reverse back to you.
Yep.
mm,
You just hear me admit to some shit that I done, and I said I was in a dark place at that time. That's all. That's
Yep.
why I freely admitted to right there.
uh,
So you,
uh wait, isn't that just Thanos? I mean, they thought Thanos from the
Yeah.
movies is right. Like, what the hell?
What are you
That's
talking
kind.
about? You're dealing with people that have like murderous fantasies of the worst kind. So of course they're gonna go full Thanos, you know?
I just said it, Victoria Trooper, Green Ranger. Green Ranger will be Trooper. He's the jock, remember?
Yeah.
Schooner will be blue. Brown will be black.
Hmm.
Fizz will be yellow.
Well, yeah, that was always one of the three Ranger colors I pictured myself being. The others were green and red.
And Leo will be pink. Oh wait, I say yellow. I'm getting colorblind, guys. I kid, I kid. Nah, we'll be transferring power. We'll be transferring colors when we transition to Zeo.
Yep. In which case, I'd probably be the Green Ranger then.
Yep.
Because,
Uh,
green
uh,
and black trade off roles a lot within Sentai.
it's
Right.
fun. Uh, funny how these funny how stuff works. Speaking of speaking of have you ever heard this story before?
Story that,
Have you ever heard the story before? Uh, would it be interesting for some kind of mutant supremacist villain in Marvel Comics to be beaten by a regular human?
that would be interesting.
Repeat that question.
Mutant supremacist getting his ass whooped by a regular person.
That'd be hilarious as hell.
Uh,
He had to be a shit mutant princess to be taken down by a regular human like Syndicate.
Hmm.
exactly. By the way, that's essentially the whole storyline in Weevil when Mind Slicer shows up.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's just because it's really thematic and poetic that she gets defeated by a regular human, even though she hate humanity and wants to wipe out the human race and stuff.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
Sounds like Joker in Batman the Animated Series. Help me, Batman! He's crazy!
The Creeper.
No, before the creeper.
No.
Was it Bolton? I mean, Lyle Bolton?
Was that his name? It's the one that had a bomb in his hand.
Oh wait, that was the other guy. I forget his. He was. I know he was a regular Joe. He wasn't
Not,
running like
not
the
Sid the
super.
Squid.
No, that was a different guy. I forget his name.
Yeah,
Charlie something, I think his name was.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, and then he actually got Batman to laugh when the bomb turned out to be fake.
Yeah. Stronger than before. Go Zeo. Rangers at the core.
Couldn't resist.
Man, you lucky. I'm losing my train of thought when I'm about to threaten your ass.
I have that effect on people.
Well, you are the Maverick Hunter Saint, so you just got another Maverick Hunter, Maverick's abilities, and one of them was confusion.
It's like you got confusion beam.
Sorry, I'm laughing at something else.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Did y'all? Okay. In context, there's this there's this video clip of Omni Man. You know the infamous moment of Omni Man beating the shit out of Invincible, right?
Right.
But in the place of Invincible, it's Squidward after being crushed.
Nice.
And he picks up Squidward. He says, "Had enough?" And Squidward responds with, "No."
There's another one I saw we had the same scene, but instead of Omni Man, it's SpongeBob.
Yeah. And I'm looking at this picture, and they have a quote on it, and it's a question. So I'm answering it with the appropriate response, and I put Squidward, and it says, "No."
Yeah.
So like every time I think of that, I crack up laughing because of that line delivery.
Yeah.
in the in the context of Omni Man's question. Oh boy. Oh, the internet's fun.
Yeah. What Rangers would Alois Doddle be? We just mentioned pink there, Victoria.
Or yellow. She must be catching us in a lag.
Yeah, probably.
You're welcome, Greenie.
By the way, what elf you consider reading Tifa on live stream?
I have no idea, dude. Are you talking about doing the way how Ishii did it over in his channel?
Yeah. Would you ever consider doing something like that, or
One of these days, maybe.
because it sounds very strange.
Yeah, we can do that somewhere in season 3 of Will Commander Rambles.
Okay.
We're still in season 2, dude.
Yeah. Season 3 will begin next year.
Mm-hmm. In January.
I gotta catch them on the Netflix Daredevils. Netflix Daredevils. Still ain't got time for that recently.
Yeah.
But
I mean, yeah, I think I did talk about planning out doing stuff like that, right? Talking about
Yeah.
the Daredevil Netflix, the Luke Cage Netflix, and
Mhm.
basically the Netflix and Marvel shows. So yeah, I gotta get together a list, like pronto, cause I might forget some things along the way. But we will be continuing anime spotlight.
okay. Okay. I hope I have this was gonna be He Got J.
No. Next one, Our next one of this week, or at least of this month, will be Now and Then, Here and There.
I've
Now and
watched
then here
five
and there.
episodes of that already, by the way.
Yeah, I'm on episode 7, I believe.
Oh,
Mm.
so you're ahead of
Let
me
me look
then.
it up right now.
It's only 13 episodes, dude. You can breeze through that shit.
Okay, let me look it up right now.
Yeah, you better get started because that's 2 weeks from now.
Okay.
Hopefully, Schooner's all ready and finished it. Fucking overachiever.
Yeah,
Just gotta love Schooner on that one though.
yeah,
It's like, dang it, Schooner, take a breath.
yeah.
Stop making
Of,
everybody look
of,
bad.
of course, the CNN already has shield oracles for the Eternals.
Of
Yep.
course they would.
Countless News Network, as Raging Golden Eagle calls them.
It's pretty much what they are at this point.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I'm reading something real quick.
They add another blockbuster to Jack Kirby's marvelous legacy. Like what?
What?
What? They just
It's
crapped
like
on it.
Turtles wasn't even really that popular, like you said in the day.
Yeah, it wasn't even that good.
Yeah,
It's just a bunch of gods, alien gods, ancient alien gods fight against monsters with no personality. In the comic books they talk. In this movie, not they don't talk.
From the way how you describe it, sounds like one of Jack Kirby's prototype comics.
probably.
But
When he,
but
when
but
he's,
this came after New Gods. That's a weird strange thing. This is one of his lesser works. This came after New Gods.
or may,
How
or maybe this is him testing the waters of Marvel.
he
Yeah,
this is in '70s.
I know, huh? I'm probably making excuses for him at this point.
Now and there. Like I'm trying to look for it.
Now and then, here and there.
Now and there. Okay. Now.
yeah,
Okay, I got it. Okay, 2002 this came out.
Yep,
yeah.
you should feel right at home with it then.
Because I came out in 2002. My mom, out of my mama's vagina.
Yeah.
Thank you for the image, dude. Kidding. It's not like I said. It's not like I said so much crazy shit on this damn show as it is.
Yeah,
That's a running gag for me, right?
yeah.
It's a good thing Leia's not here to see how far I've fallen.
Uh-huh. Yeah, she'll whip you back up into shape,
Hmm.
knowing her.
Y'all pray for those in the chat for speedy recovery.
Yeah,
Yeah, I hope to actually hear her on the live stream before and talk to her like everybody else.
Hmm. You'll like her. I think that's why most of my views started to decline a little bit because Trooper and Leia's not here.
yeah.
Okay.
Or maybe YouTube screw me over.
That's also probably it since they tend to bury some people. Let's get paid for them.
Hmm.
Especially if there's guys that tell their narrative, you know.
I'm like, bitch, I'm not monetized. Leave me the fuck alone. Let me have my audience.
Yeah,
I'm not even at 1,000 subscribers yet.
Yeah, YouTube gotta get fast quick. You gotta get popular quick. Otherwise they're gonna just bury you. Like the Eternals, like the most boring movies ever imaginable. Like what I can tell from the trailer, this is supposed to be a bore fest. I
oh yeah.
mean, like what's next? What's next after Eternals? What comes after that? No Way Home, I think.
Hmm.
Yeah, How much you want to bet they're gonna try and do a Daniel Kibblesmith's New Warriors at some point?
No, that comic never came out. So how they gonna make a movie out of it?
I have
Ain't no
no
way in hell.
idea.
Ain't no way in hell. That's all I could say.
Yeah.
And besides, these people are just nothing but publicity pets. That's all they are, publicity pets.
Yep.
You're there to just get to stoke the flames of publicity. That's all you. That's all you're made for.
Wow.
Just like Kibblesmith. Like
Yeah.
every time he kept talking, every
Yep.
time I kept listening to him, I'm like, man, you're putting on an act. And once you're done, you're finished.
Yep.
We're not hearing from your ass ever again.
But
Yeah. Good
I don't
riddance
even
to
think.
bad rubbish.
no,
I'm
he's
like,
still
I
at the
don't.
company. He's still writing books for the company.
I mean, yeah, but I'm saying like his New Warrior shit, that whole shtick, that was just nothing but publicity.
I mean, I couldn't believe that when I first saw that back in 2020. This is around my birthday because my birthday on April. When I
Mm,
saw that, I was rolling on the floor laugh. First saw that I was rolling on the floor laughing. I first found
like
out.
the way how he's like delivering, he's just rapid firely explaining every character in that freaking roster, and I was like sitting here like you do not believe half the shit you're saying right now.
Look, I first found to buy it from a Just So Guy video. Anyway. This is an actual Marvel. I was rolling on the floor laughing. I couldn't stop. I couldn't stop.
Yep, yep, yep.
Like what?
And a
Like
what?
what?
And a what?
Like you got non-binary a frost chick with snowflake. Snowflake. Her name is Snowflake. And what?
Uh huh.
Straight said Snowflake.
Mm.
What? And they
And the
had
best that she can create is snow shurikens.
Yeah.
yeah. And then we had
Lame ice power, man.
and just that, like no other ice power, just that, that's that, and the hell that he called Snowflake. Like what? So,
Like the thing is, she's not that creative enough to make better ice projectiles.
and then we got and then
Or
we
to have
had
any better
Trailblazer.
ice power, period.
Trailblazer almost killed. Trailblazer that almost killed me too. Trailblazer
Oh
like so
god, the
like
name
the
that he gave that one,
it's
that poor Indian girl
like the fat Native American chick, fat Native American chick
who travels around with a backpack
a
that
magic
can do
backpack.
that does whatever it wants. She has no control what this thing does.
It just
So
give her.
basically, Ghetto Dora the Explorer.
I
Hmm.
know. Exactly, exactly. Her backpack worked just like Wanderer's hat from Wander Over Yonder.
Hmm.
And those
Like,
color schemes, good lord, those things were ugly.
No, I will give him props for this. He did use bright colors for them, but the suit design was just terrible.
I know,
Well, just
like
the
this,
colors are just a lot of pastels and shit. There's like
a lot
no
of paints.
primary color at all.
Like I know.
Only on B negative.
Exactly. And
B negative.
B negative was the only one that actually seemed all right. All right.
I
Everything
would
else,
change that fucking name. Fuck that shit.
exactly. The name is terrible, but everything else seemed all right.
B negative.
Like that's the
Yeah.
only one. Like he don't
B
want to see.
negative. B negative.
Yeah, he don't want to seem all right. All the other ones, just some stereotypes, most extreme Twitter mob.
Experimental internet gas. That is all you need to say.
That don't make any sense. What does that do?
Internet gas.
What does internet gas
What does that
do?
mean? He farts through the internet or some shit or
What does
something?
that even do? What does that even do? Like,
And it's mass produced.
wait, how?
What? How is
What
it
would-
mass produced but yet also experimental? You don't mass produce something that's experimental, you dingus.
No, I'm asking can it be mass I'm also asking can it be mass
Oh,
produced? Because if it can be mass produced, then he ain't gonna be the only person with internet gas.
yeah.
Is that
If they
is that the fact the concept don't even make any sense? How does internet gas
how's the
even work?
internet
What does that even
how's
do?
the internet gas in the first place? Is data.
I know.
Yeah.
It's not something. Data is not something physical. It's just a computer. Like you not understand anything about computing whatsoever. How does that even
I
work?
would I wouldn't even identify by calling him a boomer. He's not considered a boomer. He's a fucking this segues into another talking point. Drinker hit home, and I've said this time and time again, but I also brought this up in our private chat. I said Drinker is basically speaking the exact same language I've been speaking for the longest time during this year.
Yeah.
These are children pretending to be adults.
I watched that video.
I did see that video. That is so true.
Mm, mm.
Prompt
Like,
me to share the video between Jordy, not Jordy, Data and Worf,
yeah.
Mm.
where I'm like, damn. Every time I watch this scene, I'm more relaxed than ever. Whereas I'm watching any other scene from Discovery, I'm just like, I'm always tensing up, and not in a good way.
And the characters don't even act like responsible Starfleet members. Like, did
Nobody
they
acts
watch?
like a responsible person,
Mm,
professional wise either.
No.
None
mm.
of them.
Like they don't even
Like,
act like Starfleet operatives. They act like they in high school.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. It's like that is
Noticing
just
the pattern.
yeah. It's like they can't write adults because mentally they are not adults.
Mm-mm. They think they're adults. They think this is how adults talk because I guess the adults that they've been with for a long time always express themselves loudly. Apparently,
Well, they're not adults then, are they?
nope,
Not mentally, at least.
nope. I'm just saying like this whole just about everything that you see modern right now. It's ran by children who are operating on what's that book called? Lord of the Flies.
Pretty much.
It's Lord of the Flies mentality.
Lord,
You could throw up anything and it still fit. It will still fit.
yeah. Honestly, I would compare them to like fanfic.net writers or something.
Some of them are decent. Don't write them off too quickly. Some are decent, but like nah, these are not fanfic writers, Brian. These are people who think that they're this and they're pretending.
Yeah.
So you got YA novelists who are now comic book writers.
Yeah,
Mm,
it's like, the
Think
problem
about
is
think,
that the writing techniques that you would apply to YA don't apply to superheroes at all. It's
mm,
this
no,
whole different ball game there.
mm.
but that's a kicker though, Brian. That's the
Yeah.
kicker though. They don't know how to write conflict.
Nope.
They don't even know what conflict is because most of the time they're avoiding it.
Yeah.
This is why the characters are talking about food all the time.
Yeah.
I
And other
love
stuff as well.
I love Cat's coin, Simone's law.
Mhm, mhm.
It's from Gail Simone because Gail Simone started that shit, but a lot of YA novelists and a lot of these
Yeah.
these recent comic writers always have superheroes eating all the time. I do. You guys remember my rant about that shit, right?
Mm,
Yeah.
mm, uh, mm,
I'll, I'll
about
refresh. Go ahead.
by the way, in regards to my comics, the only two superheroes that really do that with is Doomfist and especially Lightwave, and that's because it's plot reasons. Because they're due to the nature how their powers work, especially Lightwave, the guy that constantly eat food.
I gave you another daily inspiration or daily motivation.
Mm-hmm. Have a
Okay.
chat. Mm-hmm. See what we
Because you know
got
how the
here.
Flash back before they had the Speed Force, he has to constantly eat food all the time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like Lightwave the same way.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying if you're gonna do that, make it a reason. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
Make
yeah.
make make it a plot point. Like say for instance, if somebody was starved intentionally,
Yeah.
not somebody who's just chilling at home eating food when they could be saving the world right now.
At the very least, save that for the end of the story, and then have like they did with Ninja Turtles. You know,
Yeah, at
like every
least like, and it's like
like when the
you
conflict
got
is already over, and then they're discussing. Well, I hope you've all learned a valuable lesson, or some crap like that.
well the thing is that these are the same people. Here's the thing: the people that write superheroes like this are the ones that are actually always going up to those who praise superheroes. Well, why has they always weigh on their fingers? Well, why hasn't he figured out, world hunger,
Did
or
you?
why or why hasn't he figured out, institutionalized racism? You know
And
what I'm
that's
saying?
when
What
you just ask them, did you?
that and well, what would you have them do if you were writing them? Because
Yeah.
ahead of time, I prefer our superheroes fighting the super villains. Yeah, but the super villains are heroes in their own story. No, the fuck they're not.
Not only that, but we already had
Yeah.
stories about superheroes use superpower beings using their powers to do this type of stuff already. Squadron
Mm-hmm.
Supreme, and
Mm-hmm.
it did
Yeah.
not end well. They basically villains.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Take Magneto, for instance, back in the day.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I'm like, they always put the finger like, well, what? I'm like, no, you get off your ass and you go do it.
Not to mention that
Exactly. And
Mark
the thing is, when
Wade
they do try to go do it themselves, they fuck it up hard.
Go ahead, Fizz.
Mark Wade made a comic book called Ignited with Kwanzaa
Oh
OCFO.
God,
Oh, don't even get me started on that shit.
Yeah, I know.
the
I
dude with
was
the made up
laughing.
government name.
Yeah.
Yes,
That's what I
yes.
call him. That ain't like that ain't your real name. Take that like that's your government name. That ain't your man. Your parents named you your name, and you really kill them by calling it your government name.
Yeah.
How dare you? How dare you say it? How dare you treat your parents like that? That ain't your real name. That's your that's your government name. That's the name that you want to call, and the government is okay with you changing it to that. That's your
Yeah.
government name, not the name your parents gave you.
Yeah.
That's how that works, dumbass.
Yeah.
Like you change your name, that's your government name, fool.
Yeah. Well, there's a reason Mike and the Hat Man used to have Mark Wade as a prick T-shirts.
Mark Wade, he created an Ignited thing that was about a bunch of teenagers get powers after a school shooting and decide to
Yeah.
use their powers to become dictators, essentially,
Pretty
and then
much. Terrorists,
and,
basically.
and
Let's be real.
terrorists,
They're fucking
terrorists
terrorists.
with superpowers, and that's presented as if they were heroes, unironically. Like, huh?
That's a creative idea, Greenie.
Those are literally villains. We were trying to
I'm
present these
surprised
villains.
she's sticking around this long.
Oh,
Continue, please.
and it's funny. The funny thing is, this is written by Mark Wade, the guy who wrote Irredeemable. I love that comic series, by the way, in its entirety.
Mm,
That's a evil Superman comic because we had a lot of those. That's pretty much the ultimate evil Superman story, in my opinion. But but we had evil Superman, Irredeemable, the evil Superman comic about this guy called the Plutonian, who's supposed to be the world's first Superman, who turns evil, and then it has to be fought by this guy called Queepit. I think he's basically like Doctor Who. It's based off 10th Doctor. So
okay.
the Queepit has to figure out why Plutonian turned evil. And that's pretty much the story. That was actually a great comic book series. Mark Wade is a great writer, except politics get in the way. They just turn to crap. Like what?
Yeah. As soon as he started going on the politics, that was it. He just completely lost his shit.
Then again, Mark Wade did create the Speed Force, which is kind of lazy, but
Mm,
uh, uh,
you know what? You know what superhero I wish they would make a comic book or a show out of? Y'all want to know?
What's that?
Particle man, doing the things a particle can. What's he like? It's not important. Particle man, is he a dot or is he a speck? When he's a word, does he get wet or does the water get him instead? Nobody knows. Particle Man. Triangle Man,
I was
Triangle
just
Man.
going to say
Triangle
Triangle
Man
Man.
hates Particle Man. They have a fight. Triangle wins.
Wins.
Triangle Man.
Universe
Didn't that
man,
song get
universe
featured on
man.
Tiny Toons at one
Size
point?
of the entire universe, man. Usually kinds of smaller, man. Universe, man. He's got a watch with him in hand. Millennium hand and eon hand. And when they meet, it's a happy land. Powerful man. Universe, man.
Mhm.
I'm saying, Wolfie, didn't that show get featured on Tiny Toons once?
Yeah, yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember that. Like the triangle, the person that was the Triangle Man, my sisters called him Triangle Woman because of the way his hair looked.
Yeah, the freaking mole.
And had moves, so the man
Oh,
boobs.
wow. Listen to this. Green says, I call for work at 5:30 my time. Don't really have anything better to do right now. And concerned doggy likes listening to Wolfie. Interesting.
Oh,
Thank
that's
you.
interesting.
So she's just watching, she's looking at the screen intently.
Yeah.
And then we
Well,
have
good to
Grumpy. Hey,
know.
Grumpy.
Hey, no, good to see you, man.
Says, hey, Ola and Hale, I will return if I can, but I spoke out on the Green Lantern show on Twitter, and the
Mm.
replies I got are sad, soy Latin. This will take paragraphs. Hell, irredeemable, uncorruptible. Yeah, I heard about that whole. They're trying to go on a dark path with Green Lantern with this show on HBO Max.
Right. Yeah, yeah.
Fuck
Vlad,
that noise.
How many
Vlad
dark path
Stickham's
things
also
going
made a tweet about
on
it.
as of late? You know, with these
Why?
superheroes.
Why we need a dog Green Lantern story?
Exactly. But you know what? You know what superhero I want to know more about?
What's that?
Person man,
Person,
hit on the
man.
head with a
With a
frying
frying
pan,
pan.
lives his life in a
Life
garbage
garbage
can.
can.
Person
Person
man, is
man.
he
Man.
depressed or is he a
Is he a
mess?
mess?
Does he feel totally worthless?
Worthless.
Who came up with person
Person
man?
man.
Downgrade man, person man.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
Triangle Man, Triangle Man, Triangle Man hates Person Man. They have a fight. Triangle wins. Triangle Man. You wanna know why he wins?
Why?
You ever try to crush a triangle?
Nope.
I tell you right now, crushing a triangle is difficult.
Uh-huh.
I learned that from Crow.
Yikes.
Yeah, you never heard of Crow?
I've heard of Crow. Used to watch.
Crow, Crow, Crow was a smart boy.
We know that one.
Mhm.
Aphis?
Crow.
It's a show about a smart caveman.
Yeah, I
Ah.
remember it was also on the same block with the old Sonic show too.
Mm-mm. It was with What a Mess.
Are you sure? I
Yeah.
don't remember.
I know.
Oh,
In brightest day and blackest night. Exactly. Exactly. They did not understand that. Well, how you have a dark Green Lantern show?
Because
they
they're out
want
of
Green Lanterns.
ideas. That's
They want
why.
the thing is they want Green Lanterns to kill. Simple as that. They want superheroes to kill.
Yeah.
Why?
They're
They
sick.
got the all characters do that already, but these still want you. Warner Brothers don't want to use them because they're not name brands.
Green Lantern Corps. They think of them as the Marine Corps, so they're gonna have them kill.
They're not the Marine
Bottom
Corps.
line.
They're space cops. Which
Exactly. But the thing is that they see an army of superheroes. They think
they wear
soldiers.
green. They wear green. And
Yeah, but
Well, they're
again,
also trying to live vicariously through these characters because, let's face it, they want to kill people themselves. Let's be real.
but
Am I wrong or what?
yeah, but already got characters do this already. So why did that make them into shows?
I don't know, man.
Why not just make a if one that why not just make a that they'll let me explain like Black Spider show or something.
Here's another daily inspiration or daily motivation. Take your pick.
Mm-hmm. Let me see what we got
That
here.
actually a good idea.
Fine.
I might make that I might make that okay
Mhm.
nice okay. What the
Oh
hell?
my goodness.
Triangle Man does whatever a triangle can. That shit, I got that shit stuck in my head now.
Yeah,
Yeah, look what
everybody
you
hates.
you've created a freaking Frankenstein, dude.
Yeah, everybody hates Titans. I mean, who likes Titans? I mean, I didn't even watch that
I
show.
didn't like Titans.
I
I didn't
didn't
even
even
watch that
bother
show.
with it.
I didn't watch that show. As soon as I saw the trailer, I was like, nope, nope, nope. That is not even Teen Titans. Not really. A
That's why
lot of times,
triangles.
a lot of times in the Arrowverse, not a lot of times it's goofy stuff, but political driven stuff like Supergirl. Supergirl pretty much defined what the
Mm-hmm.
Arrowverse is.
Mm-hmm. Man, I almost quit when the damn freaking Mexican dad straight up referred to Trump.
Oh, good grief! Everything's got to be about Trump, doesn't it?
Yeah, well, actually, he basically confirmed Trump exists in that world.
No,
That's
as
the
a
part
president,
that's cringe, though.
Yeah,
as,
Why do
as
we need to know about Trump existing? Like, just why?
well, no. The president of the United States in the DC universe should never ever have a face. That's the thing. That's the thing they fucked up
Well,
on.
that's what I'm
or
trying
it
to
should be a
say.
made up character, or it should be a made up character.
Always,
I said
always.
Always.
always. It should.
And
Never base your politicians on real world figures.
look back to 20th Century Fox's X Men. There was always a different there was always a different president, or at least the president wasn't really specifically a president that we recognize or know.
Right.
Exactly.
Think back to the DCU. Sorry, DCAU. Excuse me. Hardly any of the presidents shows up in.
Except Lex Luthor.
Yep. But even then, like in Batman Beyond, they don't really reference who was the current president at the time. They stopped at Clinton,
Yeah.
who was president of that time. You know, the 90s.
Right.
But they didn't go that far. You know what I'm saying? And that's all you needed. That's all you ever needed.
Mhm.
There was never a like yeah, they do a good job of trying to be vague about it, quote unquote.
Right.
Super duper extraordinary freakazoid
Yeah, I
runs
remember.
around
Yeah.
in underwear.
Well, I
Freakazoid,
don't remember. I
Freakazoid,
don't
freakazoid.
remember.
freakazoid, bum 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 bum.
Man,
Yeah,
you need help with that motherfucker.
I don't remember Freakazoid, but I did watch it. I watched it before.
I remember. I remember
Like
the
I
theme
said,
song
I
vaguely.
wasn't there when it came out. Okay, I wasn't
Yeah,
born
I
yet.
was there when it came out. Good for
Uh,
me.
yeah, I wasn't born yet. But I'm gonna start watching the Tick eventually. The original, original cartoon Tick.
Super teen extraordinaire, freakazoid, runs around in underwear, freakazoid, rescue Washington DC, freakazoid, unless something's better on TV, freakazoid, his brain's overloading, it has a chocolate coating, textbook case for Sigmund Freud, freakazoid, check out Dexter Douglas, nerd computer ace, went on surf, shit, went, went surfing on the internet, that's
And
funny
got
how they
blasted,
date.
zapped inside cyberspace.
He turned in Freakazoid. He's stronger and super quick. He drives the villain crazy because he's a lunatic.
Yeah.
His home base is the Freaka Lair, Freakazoid,
Yikes.
Frisacy, Florida Barber cuts his hair, Freakazoid, Chimpanzee, rides around the Freakmobile, Freakazoid, Freakazoo, hosts to make a movie deal, Freaka me, Freaka you. He's here to save the nation, so stay tuned to this station. If not, we be unemployed.
Ah, so good.
That line, it says, if not, we'll be unemployed. Oh,
Yeah,
you
they
gotta love.
should.
You know, it's funny. Shows like that used to always reference how people have livelihoods staked
Yeah,
on shows like that.
yeah,
Says if not, we'll be unemployed. God damn. Oh, sorry,
yeah,
sorry, Mapacelli.
yeah. I wonder if Monticelli ever still catches these streams at all.
Can't. She's working now. She's remote working. Both
Uh
her and
huh.
Troy. But if she catch the backlash, sorry in advance.
Yeah.
If and when.
Yeah.
But yeah, that made the Marvel and DC viewers running these places unemployed. All right, I gotta go deal with these. Wait, what the hell? It says, all right, I gotta go deal with these villains, fellas. I was there for Freakazoid and the Tick, both great hood chocolate coating on that lunatic brain.
You know something? My stepmom loved the Tick when we were
Blah
younger.
blah 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 blah. What blah 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 blah
Also,
blah 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 blah.
don't do it. We don't do it now.
Ah! Cute.
Also, Spoon.
I watched a live action show on Amazon Prime. It's
Oh,
actually
sweet.
uh,
Nice.
I'm gonna go. I said I'm gonna go back and watch the cartoon. Like I never saw that.
Oh yeah, you gotta check that one out. One of these days, I'm gonna
Mm.
share all the openings of shows I watched that people probably never even knew existed. Like, like freaking Zorro, the animated series.
Wait, they
That
had
was a
Zorro
thing.
cartoon.
Yep, they had a Zorro cartoon and a Sinbad cartoon.
Oh, interesting.
I know they had Sinbad anime cartoon movie, but with Brad Pitt doing the voice. But
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah, not that one. They had that animated series, the Fantastic Voyage of Sinbad the Sailor.
mhm.
But I think that was probably a an old show that they brought in syndication again for reruns.
Yeah. Hmm.
Not all that great, but it had a wicked theme song though, and I was only tuning for that. Mind you, I did watch the episodes, but still, it's like that's what brought me into that. It's like my time with Double Dragon, the cartoon Double Dragon.
Yeah.
They had those Dragon cartoon.
Yep.
Yeah, Double
I
Dragon
remember that
cartoon.
one.
See if I can get the lyrics right. Sorry about the dead air.
It's no problem.
I don't want to recite what Little Brain Me did, the way how Little Brain Me sang it. Really didn't write no damn lyrics to this shit. Okay, that's interesting. Let me see if I that didn't happen.
Hmm.
Give me a sec. What is this? Nope. I guess I'll have to sing it the way how Little Old Me used to sing it.
Oh.
I guess I don't have to do that. Unless the wiki can show me.
Yeah, I mean, I know they had a Savage Dragon cartoon, which is
Yeah.
strange, and they made a cartoon for children, which I don't really can't
Wasn't
get. But
Savage Dragon more like an adult comic or something?
It
yes.
was.
It started off as a superhero comic back in the '90s. Now it's a porn comic.
Oh yeah, it is.
Now it's a porn comic currently. But Eric Loss doesn't really care anymore. He just kind of just still making it for some reason.
Yep, I'm just going to have to sing it my way then. And I'm going to butcher it. I know it.
Okay.
To be the dragon, you gotta be strong. Always never bragging. Always fight for right, battling wrong with the power of the dragon. Live the code of the dragon. Fight for right. It was a kicking song, dude. That was a kicking song right there. Live the code of the dragon. Dragon Master was born with the mark of the power dragon. Then it repeats the same lines, but that's basically a double dragon in a
Mm.
nutshell.
Yeah, I know Savage Dragon's a porn fetish comic for Eric's sexual fetish. I know that's what he is now.
Who said
It,
that?
Team Ghost Planet 3.0 did.
Oh yeah,
To keep in mind, I never put my sexual fans. Okay, I keep my porn and my mainstream material separate. If you know what I'm saying.
good.
The only time to have something sexual is if it's plot relevant.
I remember Peter Pan the Pirates.
Yeah, I've heard of that. I never saw it though.
That was my favorite one because that was the one in one episode Peter Pan grew up. Unfortunately, if he grew up, Neverland dies. That 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 was an episode that almost had consequences. And guess what prompted him to grow up, or at least who was the one that got him to grow up? Captain Hook of all people. Like this episode was interesting because it was about to get really really real because they had finally trapped Hook and like Peter had this like elaborate way of attempting to execute him. They have him like tied up to a tree, right? Are you listening, Fizz?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm tied up to a tree, and they got this little what looks to be a trebuchet, and like Peter Pan takes his dagger out, and he's just study cutting up rope, and each rope he's cutting up, it shoots a spear at Hook, but he's playing with his meal before he kills it. So for every spear he's cutting, it's missing Hook by a second, and all the while he's doing this, he's also like judging him like he's in the prison. Like he's going to answer for his crimes and whatnot, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then that's where like Hook is like just looking at him. He's just staring the dude down. He's just staring Peter Pan down with a smile on his face. And he goes on a long speech talking about how he became a man. And it just for some reason it stuns Peter to like it like pierces through his heart like something deep. And I think it was Hook like coaxing him to grow up. Like dude, grow up. You know what I'm saying? I became a man. I became the man that I am today. You like it's basically an old man telling like, what have you done lately as a kid? And that's where he like he just looks at him like somehow okay. Hook breaks out on his own accord. He gets out and he runs away. And so like Pierre looks at the mirror in his own his own little hut, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he's talking to himself, and he's just going through what Hook told him. He's like playing back everything Hook said to him right there, right at that moment, and he basically draws on his face wrinkles, and like the next part of the episode, he grows up into like this like mid-20s, close to 30s, older man.
Mm-hmm.
And he progressively gets older and older, and the more he progresses, the more he stops believing in Neverland, and of course that means he stops believing in Tinkerbell. So Tinkerbell starts dying. I was like, damn, this show started getting dark, dude. But
Mm-hmm.
ultimately, we already know how it ends. He starts believing,
Sure.
and everything gets restored. But like, damn,
Mm-hmm.
dude, like that was like, man, that was like the most serious episode I've ever watched in Peter Pan and the Pirates. But yeah, that's my favorite show though, because just because of the episode, like it was a it was a question that I asked that got answered.
Mm-hmm.
Because I always ask like, why don't Peter Pan just grow the fuck up already? It's one of the reasons why I don't even like Peter Pan no more as a story.
Since
So-
what?
no, I'm saying it's one of the reasons why I stopped liking Peter Pan as a story because of the whole never growing up, always living in Neverland.
Mm-hmm.
Can't stand that.
Mm.
Jordan Peterson had a very interesting criticism of Peter Pan.
I don't really think about it that too much.
True.
It's just whatever with these movies.
Exactly.
Um. This might sound very strange. Uh. But I gotta. I got. I got. Thinking about that Peter Pan stuff. There is. There are very strange magical concepts in my comic universe. It kind of reminded me of one of my comics I was making. There are
Mm,
strange magical concepts, like the fact that there are these extra dimensional, essentially, remember those what do we call them, extra dimensional warp, interdimensional warps from Star Trek?
Star Trek. The Fourth World. Wait, that's from that's Missy Miss. That's Mister Missy Miss.
No, I'm talking about Star Trek. Star Trek, you got something called interdimensional rifts. I remember that episode. I saw one where had one
Hughes
became
World,
a
right?
yeah, yeah, like Q, like one became a little girl's imaginary friend, like literally turned into her. Like
Mm.
it brought like he literally
Somebody
turned
in the
into.
chat might know.
I remember that episode, but but I got something similar to that, and they're responsible for all magic on Earth. But back in way back when, back a little while before humans even evolved,
Mm.
they did the magic first arose in animals. That's actually part of the lore. Because because one of my superheroes is called Gold Knight. He's
Mm.
basically he's basically a Boy Scout, but it's set Scott comic book set in Scotland, about modern day Scotland. It's basically Boy Scouts. It's a meter maid that wants to find a magic golden axe one day. That is kind of like Mjolnir, except Mjolnir or something. And he
Mjolnir.
pick Mjolnir, and he picks go and picks up the axe and goes through a transformation with some golden steel armor that looks like the destroyer armor suddenly developed envelops his body. Uh, and the hammer and the axe works the same way as Thor's hammer, but instead of lightning is fire. But instead of lightning is fire, and and he's basically a Boy Scouts. Basically, that's one of my
Mm-hmm.
and he's basically like the like almost like the Superman in my setting since my comic setting since so and it and then it goes on and fights. It goes on and fights odd villains. At one point, there's a villain called uh called Torture Man. Was a wizard. It was a wizard. He tortures children, and one of his torture methods is what you said was one almost like it's almost like he uses powers to torture a child and make him artificially age to an old man or something. Like he make him age
Mm.
faster.
Yeah, it's like what well, like all the years. In the case of Peter Pan, all the years passed since been a
Mhm.
since he's been a kid. Like the moment he started growing up, like he started growing up really fast, like to the point
Mhm.
where he's pretty much an 86-year-old man with a beard to him. That's where he reaches. That's where he reaches breaking point because he's like again losing his memory of Neverland. It's like the moment he starts saying "I believe in fairies," that's where that's where it started restoring Neverland back to where it was. I mean, it's super simple, yes, but like it makes sense in context.
Mhm.
There's a lot of cool stuff happening in Peter Pan and the Pirates. It's the one Peter Pan show that I actually like the one Peter Pan media that I actually did like as a kid. Now, mind you, I did like the original Peter Pan and Hook, and the only reason I like Hook because again, Peter Pan grew up. but it was also another a new character growth for Peter Pan, and that I liked. And that's basically me in a nutshell when it comes to certain fairy tales.
Mm. Some fairy tales are dark as hell though. Like most
Yeah,
of them.
Snow White being my favorite, or rather Cinderella actually. Cinderella being my favorite, cause
Mm.
fuck me, that family is fucked up, dude. Especially what the sisters go through to get those shoot to get the slippers on.
Cause mutilating their feet.
Yep, I think it was in Snow White where they made the Wicked Queen dancing in hot shoes.
That also happened one of them crappy feet, that crappy female furies book.
Mm-hmm. Just dance right, just dance on hot in hot shoes. I call them hot shoes. Just metal shoes that are lit on that are heated, and you just dance and in some cases she danced until she burned to death. Other cases she danced and nobody hears from her again.
That's the same thing.
But it's just people trying to sanitize it for younger viewers as always.
Mm.
Where is Brian?
Don't
I was
know.
gonna say I hate that practice so much. I I
Dude, have
muted
you been talking for the past few minutes while muted?
my I muted my mic because I sneezed while you were singing. Didn't want to interrupt you.
And you're still muted?
I forgot to turn myself back on.
You pulled the Eloise.
Yep. Someone call that a boomer moment.
Nah, you pulled an Eloise.
Sorry, guys.
I'm just glad you didn't turn on your mic by accident like she did.
Mm.
She ain't never gonna live that one down.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
I say that because I have to really freaking download the freaking editing software that she provided. Download the stream and literally edit her out and
Yeah.
re-upload and delete the old stream.
Oh, that's crazy.
So I told her I was like that's the only time I'm doing that for you. Ain't no seconds.
No sloppy
So
seconds on that one, huh?
Mm.
you better be careful.
Mm.
Oh yeah, this go for all y'all. Y'all
Mm.
don't y'all want anything to incriminate y'all shut the fuck up on it.
Yep.
Anything you want, like, look, I'm look just because I'm freely sharing a lot of shit that make you say, huh? You did what? Doesn't mean the look, man. Monkey see, don't do. Okay,
Yeah.
Mm.
let's leave it at that. Monkey see, don't you do. Or in the case of where we at, monkey here, don't you say.
Yep.
But I'm wearing down. And you guys wearing down?
Yeah. I guess
Me
I
too.
could call it a bit.
Yeah,
Ain't got much else to say.
2 hours is
Me
good
too.
enough,
Well,
anyways.
what we doing Tuesday? What are you doing Tuesday?
Next Tuesday we're doing the Dune discussion.
Okay.
I l-
I don't know if
I'll
I'm gonna see it by then.
look, man. Whether you see it or not, that's all up to you. If you want to join, that's all up to you too. If you can if you want to read some of the book, be my guest. It's gonna be hard to find audio at least.
Mm.
You might find it at your drugstore. You might find it in your local bookstore. Just or do yourself a favor, brush up on some Dune lore
Okay.
to get to know the universe at least, because that's what I did. I mean,
I know.
go ahead.
All I know is that the monster worm things create this chemical that people want. That people
Yeah,
want.
the spice
Spice.
melange.
What does spice do, by the
Sandworms.
way?
So, just a quick explanation on what the spice do and why it's a huge commodity. Excuse me. It can give you psychedelic visions to the future. It can enhance your psychic abilities if you're what amounts to a psyker in the case of 40K lore in that world, or in case if you're a psychic, you're a mentat,
Oh,
and and mentats are kind of like the human computers, human computer databases,
Okay, so feel like Modoc.
kind of like that. Only because they're used to replace the thinking machines of the old.
Mm. Mm. So computers.
Yeah, they're living computers. They're basically human computers. They're tasked with security.
Mm.
At least one mentat is tasked with head of security.
Mm.
So they hold positions of power too. They hold positions of importance in the hierarchy. But that's one way of the spice. Another key feature of the spice is that overindulgent spice will turn your eyes blue.
oh,
hmm So yeah, the Fremen. The In the case of the Fremen that live on the planet Arrakis,
Mm.
their eyes are not like that because they sniff the stuff. Their eyes are like that because they live there and it's everywhere.
hmm.
So you have no choice. They're basically constantly they're constantly inhaling that shit.
Mm.
Like a drug.
Yeah, but the thing is that they have total control. It seems like they have total control of their senses at times. But again, that's the whole point of the spice. The spice enhances your senses and everything. It does a lot of things to
Mm.
you when inhaled.
Mm.
So yeah, that's why the Fremen characteristic is that they have these blue eyes. It's because they're
Mm.
constantly living in that dust cloud of spice.
Mm.
And do you want to know what that spice comes from?
It's the waste product of the worm things.
The sandworms,
Raise
right?
your hand next time, motherfucker. Class in session. You gonna shout out the damn answer? What the hell, overachiever? Kidding. Yeah, that's basically it. It's shit and piss from the worms and spit.
Mm.
You're basically inhaling their piss, shit, and spit.
Yikes. That is appetizing.
Yeah, but it's a commodity though, and they produce a lot of it. They're
Hmm.
they're they're big motherfuckers,
And,
constantly on the move.
and it constantly eating people.
Eating everything. They,
Mm.
they they have a huge
Mm.
appetite.
You can
Of
kill them with
course.
water.
What'd you say,
Of,
You can
Brian?
you can kill them with water.
Yeah, that too.
of course, the doom worm, the sandworms, of course, inspired the purple worm from Dungeons and Dragons.
Inspired
hmm
a lot of similar enemies from Final Fantasy as well.
Mm. And it's of course inspired Tremors. I mean, duh.
hmm The spice must flow. Anyways, so that being said, like thank everybody for being here. Those of you who had joined us already, and those non-existent motherfuckers as well who came to give us a thumbs up, and those who are willing to check by and check us out and give us some thumbs up too. So I'd like to thank Fish Chozo.
Mm. Yeah. Okay.
Here's
Oh. Okay. Well, it's nothing. It's not anything. I'll be here
just say
whenever I can.
goodbye.
Goodbye.
Fish,
Oh,
we got to work on that.
kind of I lost the words.
I know. Anyways, I'd like to thank the Bad Hunter Saint Brian Gil Martin.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure being here as always. And if you like what you see here, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And leave us a comment and tell us what you think of all of this and what topics you would like us to discuss. And I'll be taking off now. This has been Brian Gilmartin. No damage to report. Moving to next area.
And don't forget, guys, the Tuesday after, we will be tackling another anime spotlight now and then, here and there. Hopefully, all of my comrades have all checked out the anime as much as they can. It's a 13 episode anime. It should be a quick watch. Should be a quick look at before then. You got 2 weeks to do this, motherfuckers. 2 weeks.
I'm almost halfway through it already.
Thank you. See this overachiever, motherfucking
Yeah, I'm about to get
Brian,
started.
motherfucking Brian, right here,
Yep.
already doing God's work. Anyways, so make sure that if you guys want to join us on that Tuesday, let me know on all platforms: Twitter, Minds, YouTube, MeWe, even I think that's it, right? That's all I'm sharing, right? From for how to contact me, right? Yep, that's all. So just contact me on those cylinders, and let me know if you want to join me or join us or not, and I'll link you the link to watch it for free, ad free as well. Or y'all just be here and just listen to us gush over or talk shit about this anime. Anyways, guys, this has been your Wolf Commander Wolf 10. I'm your werewolf once again. Just to remind you guys, you are the UN Spacey. Welcome to the Wolf Fleet.
And
Ow!
I'll
Got something else to say, Fizz?
and I'll be disappearing like all slash movie villains do.
All right, that's